Does anybody have a cool backstory cutscene? Otherwise, I will roll up a question.
You may roll us a question.
Alright, I'm rolling you a question. I'm rolling it. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Alright. My custom 484-sided die has not been delivered in the mail yet, so we'll just keep using this digital one. 179. That puts us in the magic category. Oh, very, very poignant question for this campaign. If you had magic powers, what powers would they be, and how would you use them to change the world? If you have magical powers, what would it take for you to give them up? Okay. That's a big question. That's a big question. Would anybody for a third hero point like to sum up what happened last week? Oh man, Bella ready for it.
No.
Alright, going once. Going twice. A 13 from Bellanora. What happened last week?
Alright. We opened. We had just been granted our boon of Bry, and we saw Vulture's miraculous transformation into his human form. I'm sure Sid is delighted that she no longer needs to install those intimacy mods she was devising. This even seemed to have a profound rehabilitative effect on Vashon, who seems to want to turn over a new leaf. We'll see about that. We gathered ourselves and made way to the bandit stronghold of the Mana Waste Marauders, who had previously attacked us aboard our airship and stole my waffle iron. We attempted to stealthily approach while Vulture maintained a sniper perch, but as we were scaling the wall and trying to get into the base, I botched my stealth roll and caused combat to start preemptively while we were halfway up the wall. Fortunately, the dragon we allied with attacked the bandit chief and drew a lot of attention while we sorted out our situation. Ketrin, Zenny, and Stack managed to reach the top of the wall where they were met by resistance. However, my attempts proved to be futile as I fell to a lower ledge. I thought I was going to be sidelined for the rest of this fight until Zenny, using her nifty abilities, managed to knock two bandits off the wall down to my level. Vulture had a couple rounds where he was stealthily sniping before the winged bandits noticed him and rushed him. They proceeded to push him off the ledge, to which Vulture lamented his renewed living human form. Though, I suppose, feeling pain may be a drawback. I imagine after he has a hot meal and an orgasm, he might come around on the matter. Down below, I fought two bandits and managed to kill one of them, but took some pretty heavy wounds in the process, and just as I thought I was done for, Ketrin leapt off the wall and rushed to my aid. Funny enough, as the fight winds on, it seems more and more people are congregating down below the fortress walls. Stack was nearly killed by being shoved off the wall by one of the bandits, but I was able to get to him and administer some aid to keep him going. The dragon is putting up a good fight, but is nearly bloodied by the beast-shaped bandits' leader and their lackeys. However, if it can land one more petrifying gaze, the bandit leader could become the new focal piece of the dragon's horde. Full stop.
Alright, nice. Good stuff. Take your third hero point and third hero card draw, and if the rest of you, like me on Tuesdays, don't remember, you should be discarding the cards from last week and then giving yourself new hero points and then drawing new cards. Not saying I'm the worst Pathfinder player on the server, but I'm in the running. I don't remember that I need to do that until I need a hero point, but that's okay. Alright, so, does anybody want to answer this here question about magic? If you do, roll d20 into the chat. Going once, going twice. Nobody want to answer the question? That's okay. Oh, coming in strong. I went to an award ceremony last week, and one of the categories, there was one nominee, and guess what? They won. We all still clapped for them. Zenny, answer the question.
Alright, well...
So, first question, do you feel like you have magic?
Theoretically, I might have, marginally magical abilities that are, barely even magical, but I would say no.
Alright, by the Pathfinder Second Age standards, you feel like you don't really have magic? Okay, okay. So you're looking for the big guns, like the real magic. Okay, so what would your magic be then if you had it?
So I think if she had them, I mean, she's just become a old vampire thing, and it's changed her outlook on life significantly. So I think that now she would need to go for either the necromantic or the blood magic type deal to further her goals of returning home in style. By in style, I mean maybe there might be some murder involved. We'll see.
All right, and that's how you would change the world with your magic, is go home
so.
and kick in some teeth. Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Kicking some fangs, maybe. All right. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC that you've met during the campaign.
Stack, what would it take for you to give up your magic?
I will answer per Stack in his absence. Nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing. He would never give up his magic, even for the sexiest dragon boyfriend. He would not give up his magic, because with magic you can always get or make your own sexy dragon boyfriend. So
very true.
Yep. As we learned on Thursday, through magic, all things are possible. It's something we all knew the whole time, but now, we said it out loud. All right, excellent. I will throw a Faxpiration out for you from our good friend Dunsmith. Her second most important job, being the party campaign patron, the first most important job is making the Faxpiration appear in chat. All right. With all of that settled, I guess we should jump back in to our battle that is already in progress. Did we leave a note for ourselves? It would have been really cool if we did. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we just ended at the start of a round with the dragon in a real bad situation. I do feel like the dragon's in a real bad situation. It's definitely going to be an RNGesus take the wheel situation for that dragon. Alright, so let's see. Let me grab some combat music. Man, whenever I go to grab some combat music, there's always like thumbnails, and they're like, this is the absolute music you were looking for the other night that we didn't show you. It's like, thanks. Click on that later. Let's see. All right. Desert battle theme. Wrought flesh. Oh, that sounds pretty hype. Let's see what it sounds like. Nah, I'm not feeling that this morning, so it's a little too many. Let's see. Just grab what we had last week. Was last week working okay for you guys? Was it all right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll grab that then. Let's see. There's this free phone game called Genshin Impact. That's where that music came from. Nintendo doesn't want you to know this, but they copied Genshin Impact to make Breath of the Wild, and man, I'm still waiting for the lawsuit to drop. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, all right. It's coming in a little low, at least for me, but I might have just turned my robot down. All right. I don't know how they afford to have such great music on a free phone game. It's weird. So much about that game is a mystery to me. All right. Bring you over to the map, and we'll get started. Okay, the beginning of round 5. Impassioned, Spellscar, Doobly-Doo. Alright, he is 60 feet up on the wall, which is exactly where he wants to be for some sweet, sweet dive bombing. He sees that Zenny is climbing, and there ain't gonna be no whipping him in the fucking face this time. B-word. So he is going to activate. and he is going to use. He also, the camera goes real close to his face, and he gets like this cocky look on his face, and he's just like, heh. And then he takes flight, and he's going to use Raptor Dive. All right, he flies up to twice his speed and makes a paired strike at the end of the movement, getting essentially 4, I would dare say 5 moves off, because it also causes prone for the cost of only 3 pack-a-mans. All right, Zenny, he flies
I'll
up.
be really
and then,
reckless here, I guess.
okay, and he's coming down. He's good. He's good. Jive bombing you. What are you gonna do about it?
If I go prone, then I'd really like to have my reaction to grab an edge, but none of that. I'm holding onto the cliff with one hand, so I have my chalice in the other. So
okay, so you're gonna splash him with Kool-Aid?
Fancy thaumaturge move to when I do my reaction to weapon attack. Then as part of the reaction, I can swap to the weapon.
What?
As per here, I believe.
Oh shit.
Yeah. When you're holding an implement in one hand, you can quickly switch it with another implement you're wearing to use an action from the implement you're switching to as a free action. So yeah, swap the chalice out for the weapon. Reaction attack on this guy because he is my target of focus. And
it's fun when there's 30 classes, each one with several hundred options to. It's always a surprise. It's always a surprise. Okay.
And then we have it. Because I actually really need this to hit. Oh, I really need it to quit, actually.
All right. So as he flies in, he sees you suddenly don't have a cup precariously held in your free hand, but you have a whip, and it lashes out at him, whipping him across the chest, spraying some blood, but not a lot. He is caught by surprise, but is already committed to this dragoon dive that he is doing. So as he comes crashing into you, he will target you with the attacks. If both hits, you get knocked prone and fall an additional 50 feet. So let's see what happens. Here is the first attack. Alright, you're doing great. Here's the second attack.
Hit by 0.
Oof. Alright, here is only one little bit of damage. 13.
Alright.
Oof. Alright, and then he did fly as part of his action, so he will stay there, I believe. I haven't attended the community college course for flying in Pathfinder 2 yet. It's on my to-do list this summer, though. Alright, with his turn over, play passes to Stack. Alright, where is Stack at? Alright, so Stack's down on the ground. He is prone, but conscious. He is going to stand up from prone. He is going to look around, and he's going to see there's a bad guy there. He knows what everybody needs him to do. Cast some magic. So he's going to target this guy, and I've seen him cast these combinations of spells many times, but with him having to get up from prone, he wouldn't have the same action economy for his spells that he normally does. Alright, let's see. Okay. Spell Strike. Where on his character sheet is this Spell Strike living? Let's see. I'll find it just a sec. I would assume it's under his feats, yeah? Spell Striking?
It should be at the very top under class features.
Class features? Alright. Spell Strike, I found it. Holy shit.
Yeah, I can give you a TLDR if you want.
Yeah. Give me the quick and dirty. What's the best thing for him to do right now?
Probably throw one of his darts, so one of his... he has like a range weapon right now, right?
Yeah, well, he switched to a gunblade for now. I don't know if his gun sword's loaded.
Just say you're reloading as a first action, and then spell strike with a second using gouging claw
Don't you need 2 Pac-Mans for that though? So he would have to stay prone.
Oh, is he prone? Oh,
Well, he was here. I'll make him prone again so that I can dive bomb him with the next guy and really mess him up. All right.
Sure,
So then, all right. So
then he'll be unconscious and everything will be simpler.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant.
So we reload and then just make an attack roll with the gun against that person, and if it hits, do the weapons damage and one of the cantrips damage. Any cantrip, really.
Sounds great to me. Here's the problem: because he was unconscious, he has to pick up the gun sword.
Then he just shoots normally, I guess.
Like, you could probably throw a card or something.
At that point, then, he's just going to stand up. He's going to use this turn for self-carry, y'all. He's going to use this... Yeah, so stand up, grab gun, reload gun, and that's his turn. All right.
Yeah, it is everything, isn't it?
Yeah, all right. Play passes to Materialistic Spellscar Assassin. All right, they see they got a friend down on the ground. The dragon is well handled at this point. So, Materialistic Spellscar Marauder is going to... there's really nothing they can do about this goddamn ghost. She's basically invincible. That's what they've decided. They got this lady hanging from the wall, but it seems like Impassioned Spellscar Marauders got her. Then there's these 2 down on the ground that are injured. Yeah, alright. So, I'm going to do odd or even, whether they do Bellinora or stack. So, here we go. Alright, so it's going to be stack. Stack, I don't think has a reaction, a cool-ass reaction like Zenny. So this might just be getting hit 2 times by a dude falling from the air. Alright, here we go. First attack. That would have been a critical if he hadn't gotten up from prone. And a miss. Alright. So here's some damage. A gentle 10. Manageable. Alright. And then it will land there. Alright. Beautiful. Play passes to non-threatening Smog Giant. Well, the Smog Giant's really mad because everybody got away. The Smog Giant is very tall. So it's going to do... But it has to do a climb action to get up onto the wall. So, here we go. Climb. Alright. It hoists itself up onto the wall for 1 action. It sees that there are many people down below, including someone within 10 feet. Alright. In that case, it is going to... Zenny, it's going to try and... grab you? Yeah, that seems right. Alright. That'll keep it spicy. Alright, here comes a grab from this giant. Oh, shit! Alright, you are restrained until the end of your next turn unless you move or your target escapes. Okay. So with you grappled, are they allowed to move you, or is that still a reposition?
That'd be a reposition, actually, yeah.
Okay, then it will try to do a reposition with map. Alright. And then I gotta apply restrain to you. Let's see. I got you. Alright, and then here we go. Reposition.
Guess not.
Ooh, okay. So they try to pull you up, but you hold on to the wall fiercely with 1 hand, refusing to let go. And that is the giant's turn. Alright, play passes to Jockey, Spellscar Marauder. Alright, it is all up in the dragon's grill. It is going to go and attack the dragon. Let's see. Missing. And... hitting for 14 points of damage. It has 1 action left, but it would be at a severe disadvantage to make that action, so it is just going to hang tight. Play will pass then to... well, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it'll just use some... No, it'll just stay there. Alright. Play passes to Walter, aka Vulture. Walter, you hear the music kind of die down for you. You hear the sound of fighting from above and around the corner, but you also hear off in the distance a tremor, like a...
That's so vague as hell. I don't know what I can even do for that.
You feel the earth beneath your feet tremble ever so slightly, and then you hear like a terrible scream off in the distance. It's hard to describe, but it would be like if Godzilla had some helium and screamed.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Nobody screams quite high pitched.
Yeah, so it's an even higher pitched sort of Godzilla scream off in the distance. All right, continue your turn.
Do I feel like it'd be actually calling me to try and like get a relative distance on like how far this thing is away from us?
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you just not worry about it. That's future use problem.
That's like 2-turn Vulture has to deal with that. No, that could be a problem. Alright, I think for right now he's just gonna try and focus on getting back to his allies. So this oh wait, no, that's Sydney. Why the fuck? I'm gonna move. Alright, it's gonna be one action. You see the giant. I think I should probably start helping. Second action. Oh, there's hyenas.
They are currently chowing down on the camp's dinner, but they do notice you.
Well, I'm going to ignore them for now. I'm just going to shoot at the giant. One shot. Boo. 24 to hit.
This 24 to hit. You shoot him right in the buttocks.
Or...
Alright.
Damage.
But the meaty pads of his ass cheek prevent the bullet from biting in too hard. He does let out a wince and look back over his shoulder.
Alright, that's all 3 actions.
Alright. Play passes to Skittish down on the ground. Skittish has got this ghost to deal with, but the ghost is real spoopy, so it's gonna... Dang. I didn't think about the, well, I did think about a lot of the consequences of having a PC ghost, but one of the roleplay things to think about is who the fuck really wants to fight a ghost? Ghosts are terrifying. He is going to step to here. And then he is going to take flight with 2 Pac-Mans. And he's going to move like 40 feet up and over. See here. And that is his turn.
Okay, ready to dive bomb. Well, I guess he's not, so doesn't want to die.
Well, he did. If he did a dive bomb, Ketchum would have gotten an opportunity attack. So he wanted to.
I mean, for next turn, because he needs to be higher, right?
He needs to be higher than his target. Yeah. So he can't dive bomb you. So that's good. He could dive bomb these 2 over here, though. All right. Let's see. Play passes to Sniffly. Sniffly is going to try and deal with this dragon. Here we go. Scimitar. Miss and hit. And the dragon takes 8 more damage. She's holding on. The dragon holding on. But man, extra lot. Alright, it's going to maintain position because it doesn't want to provoke an opportunity attack, so it's going to stay there. Alright, dragon's going to go for it. I mean, we figured out there was, what, a 30% chance that this would work?
I thought it was 50.
Was it 50? I didn't even think it was that good.
It's a 26 and has a 16 modifier, so it needs to roll 10 or less.
Yeah, but this one's a 24. The reaction one is too lower, but yeah. It's still a pretty good chance. I guess we'll find out, though. Oh, shit! Alright. Let me read this. If it fails to become slowed for 1 minute, its body stiffens, but it is keyed in with the breath weapon of the dragon, which says, if it fails, blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Petrifying Gaze. If they are already slowed by this ability or the other ability, a failed save causes it to be petrified permanently. So she is petrified.
Fuck yeah.
Is that a status effect that... Oh, there it is. It's on the standard thing. Oh, and she turns... Oh, and then there's like little cracks. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I think that's just neat. Alright. Let's see. Alright. With that taken care of, it misses its turn. Alright. And let's see. And she had moved up onto the cliff to fight, so I'm going to put her at the correct elevation. There we go. Alright. The dragon lets out a triumphant roar that echoes and reverberates off of the canyon walls. She checks her watch to see if the debuff is gone for her breath weapon, and it actually is. And that makes her smile. So, as she lets out that deafening roar, all of you hear the roar come back in kind from off in the distance. And it is a terrible scream. But like Godzilla sized. So like a housewife finding a spider in the shower, but Godzilla sized, off in the distance. We'll say to the west, so this way. It sounds dangerously close. The dragon looks over in that direction like, the fuck? And then all of the Spellscar Sky Marauders that are left, seeing their leader turn to stone, they look over to the side like, the fuck? Alright. The dragon is going to... let's see... I feel like if you got a breath weapon and you got all these dudes bunched up, you should use it. But if it moves, it's going to take a lot of opportunity attacks, unless it knows that these guys don't have opportunity attacks. You know what? I think she'll risk it. Alright. She doesn't want to damage her statue, though. That's rough. Okay. She's going to land on her statue. There we go. And then she's going to breathe her breath weapon at these guys. So, here we go. Breath weapon. And it is a... oh, it's a cone. Oh, hell yeah. She'll get them all. Hopefully not Sid. Let's see.
B team.
Oh, Sid's on B team. You're right. She just ducks behind some rocks or some shit.
Slaves up
right.
her badge.
Yeah, she deflects it with her badge. We did say badge, everybody, in case you misheard that. Alright, so then these guys will all make their reflex saves. Ooh, some good reflex saves there. Alright, so I'll move through here. All of them are going to use their reactions against lightning damage. And the damage dealt was 30, which is pretty respectable. So, let's see, failure. This one takes 25. Alright, Wary succeeds, so they take 10. Alright, Jockey critically failed, so they would take 60 minus 5, so 55. They die. And dang, critically failing is bad, y'all. That's a loading screen tip if I ever heard one. And then self-indulgent succeeds, so he takes 10. All right. That is her action, was to move and fire off her breath weapon. Turn passes to self-indulgent. Self-indulgent does not want to fight the dragon anymore. Self-indulgent looks back towards the sound. It's going to do a recall knowledge check. Let's see. Okay. And then it is going to do a seek action. And it is going to shout something in the Sphinx language, which I think, didn't Stack said they took the Sphinx language? That sounds crazy.
That's correct.
He did take the Sphinx language? Okay. All right. It's going to shout, Mogu comes, flee, and then with his last action, it's going to start flying up and away, reaching a height, I believe, of, let's check his speed, 90 feet, because flying up is typical terrain. All right, play passes to Ketrin.
So my computer has completely died.
Ah, that's not good.
Yeah, and I was gonna play on David's computer, but he's at work and he's not responding to my text message, and I don't know his password.
I got you. Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
Theater of the minded. All right, I'll paint you a picture.
Okay.
Like the olden days of Dungeons and Dragons. All right, you are at the foot of a sandstone cliff that leads up to an ancient desert fortress. 50 feet above you, dangling from the wall by one hand, grappled by a smog giant on the battlements of the fortress, and in combat, melee combat, with a Spellscar Marauder is your ally, the vampire Zenny. She's doing great, though. 26 out of 68 hit points, feeling good about life, I'm assuming. Down on the ground, you are hovering 5 feet above the earth, thanks to ghost movement and just sort of like Skyrim horsing your way into the wall. On the last turn, a Spellscar Marauder, realizing that he can't fight no ghost, he stepped away from you, which is sort of the disengaged Pathfinder, and then he flew up into the air. Looks like he's positioning himself for a dive bomb on either Stack or Bella, who are about 20 feet north of your location in melee combat with materialistic Spellscar Marauder. There is an adorable, untidy hyena 10 feet to the east of you. So far, the hyenas have not proven to be in any way a combat threat. There's also apparently something large coming called the Mogu. Stack relays that I don't know what the Mogu is, but they don't seem to want to stick around for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's keep it simple.
Okay.
Let's run after things, and then bonk them with my shield, and then raise the shield.
All right. So you don't have Ghost Flight yet. So easy targets for you would be the hyena, or moving over to help Bella and Stack with their Spellscar Marauder.
I will help Bella and Stack.
All right. So I'll move you over.
I might have fixed it. Okay. I'm at least in Forge, and my computer has not crashed. Oh my god.
All right, that's good. And you want me to bonk this dude?
Yes, bonk that dude.
All right, we're gonna bonk him. Here we go. Oh man, you bonk him good. Almost critically. 4 minimum damage, unfortunately.
Oh no, sorry. That you hit it with my shield.
Oh,
my shield boss.
Oh, okay. Then it
the
would
one
have
to
been a
hit it
critical. It would have been a critical hit because your thing is a +1. All right. Well, I take it all back. You actually bonked him for 22 points of damage. All right. He will use his reaction to gain resistance to bludgeoning. But then he will take quite a bit of damage, and you have his full attention. Do you want to try to bonk again or raise shield?
I will raise shield.
Alright, I can do that. I'm sure there's a button for that. Let's see.
Actually, I think I can do it.
Oh, nice, you're in? Oh, hell yeah.
I'm
okay.
in, and my computer has not crashed yet.
Hey.
It might.
Nice.
But we'll see.
Alright. Let's see. We'll go here and give this guy runic resistance, bludgeoning. Perfect. Alrighty. And since it's bludgeoning damage, and since it's bludgeoning damage, it does not bleed acid everywhere, which is good. Alright, we're gonna go to Wary. Wary, by his very nature, is a cautious individual, and hearing that the Mogu is coming, he is gonna abandon the battle. And so he will fly up 3 times, going to a height of 125 feet. Alright, play passes to Untidy Animal. Alright, Untidy Animal, it don't know no better. It want to help out. It's excited. It's going to run up and try to bite Bellinora. Alright, get ready.
Take a bite. Have a snack.
I was going to try. 21?
Oh, by 1. Yeah.
Alright, so it's going to be a damage of 6, and then this has knockdown, so it's going to try and knock you down as well. Mm-hmm. That's called a trip. Yeah, that sounds right. Here we go. Ooh, but it just doesn't have the strength, and as it tries to pull you prone, you, with a strength and combat prowess, maybe you didn't know you had, you actually counter-trip the creature. And it falls
okay,
prone.
that's being very generous to my very uncoordinated character.
Alright, never mind. It slips on some sand.
I think that's more realistic.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
flinch, and it dives past me and, like, slips.
Alright, Zenny on the wall. You have a few status effects you're dealing with right now. What do you want to do? You might be muted, I don't know. I might be muted?
No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
I had to do something quickly.
Oh, okay.
Every time I order food, it always arrives just before my turn. It's happened like 4 times. I'll try and escape.
Alright. Oh, re-rolling. Am I to understand, hold on a second, am I to understand that you rolled a 19 and were unable to escape? Holy shit.
Right, well,
okay.
That's really bad.
Alright.
Huh.
I don't know how to get out now, because I mean, I can try. I mean, I guess I just have to do it with a map.
Are you just hoping for a nat 20 here?
Pretty much. I mean, what else can I do? I'm restrained.
Alright.
Go fed. I can't do anything more. Okay.
Alright. Bella and crew, you watch through the dim light, through the dim moonlight. Zenny is gripped in the fist of this smog giant and is unable to wrest herself free. This could be really bad.
Yeah, I wish there was anything I could do for them, but like I have a 30-foot range.
Okay.
Ugh, good luck, Zenny. Alright, I'm just going to do what I can from here. I'm going to target this one next to me. I'm going to devise stratagem. Nice. And then I'm going to follow up with some kind of bomb. You know, whatever feels right. I'm going to call it, well, no, not Bob Lightning. I can't stack flat-footed, I imagine. It's not something that has a level of conditions like fear. So, Oh, you know what? I have never used one of these. Alright. I forgot I have the macro now. I don't need to do that. I don't have a macro made for anything that I have right now. Sorry. Frost Vial?
It's alright. You know the old ways.
I didn't need to roll it, but so that's the same roll. So I assume a 27 hits, so implied damage. It has already used its reaction, so that's got your roll, but it's okay. It's going to take 8 damage. It's already used its reaction.
Yep.
I hit on a device stratagem, so I'm going to make it flat-footed to. I don't see Vulture anywhere, so. I guess I'll make it to stack the deck.
Okay.
Probably gonna do something on his turn. And then I'm going to use my last action to follow up Abat. He also got hit with a Frost Vial. I think that's movement speed. He has a 10-foot movement penalty. Not that that matters a tremendous amount. Then I'm gonna follow up with a Dread Ampule.
Oh,
nice.
Shit! Alright.
And then damage. Okay. 10 damage, which he also can't resist.
10 more damage.
And now he is afeared.
Alright, and he is frightened.
And that is my turn.
That is a strong turn. Alright, play passes to Gabby Hyena. Gabby Hyena hears that scream, and they are going to run and hide in this tent. And they ask to be excused from combat. Alright, self-effacing, it drags the meat and follows them into the tent. And also asks to be removed from combat. Alright, as we enter the next round, you guys hear that terrible scream again, but it is much closer this time. And even you guys on the eastern side of the fortress, you feel the ground tremble as if something massive is making its way towards your location. Alright. Let's see. Impassioned, Spellscar Assassin sees that you are being dealt with, Zenny, but the insult to his honor can never be repaired. So he is going to twin strike you anyways. Alright, here we go. First attack. Second attack. Alright, both of these will come in as 1 damage. For a total of 26.
I'm unconscious.
Alright, with you unconscious, he lets out a triumphant cry. And then he is going to, let's see, fly, he's going to fly a little bit higher, going to fly to 70, and as he does, he's just going to be like looking around, seeing what is all the commotion. Stack is up. Stack has his gun loaded. He's standing up. There's a target right there. It's off guard to him, which is yeah, there we go. And then he will attack with the gun sword against it.
Probably use his Sure Strike.
Oh hell yeah! All right. And then critical damage. And then also, it's really not needed, but he will cast a spell because it's stacked the deck. So let's see. I mean, I know that like imaginary weapon is the best, and he could just throw all his other stuff in the trash. But I mean, you know, yeah, might as well just use it. All right. So, what is that, like 8d8 damage or something crazy like that? Let's see. 68, something like that. And then it'd be doubled, right? Alright.
Yeah.
So, this creature only had 13 health left. It's super dead. It is terribly eviscerated, but we have to see if that causes a wild surge. It does not, because he's so good at casting spells. Alright, so this guy dies. And then Stack looks at this hyena, and he just sort of ignores it, and he looks at Ketrin and Bella, and he looks up at the wall, and he says, well, I guess we gotta get Zenny now. Any ideas?
I guess we're just gonna have to get into the fort.
Alright. He's going to look at the wall and how much climbing it is, and he's going to look at the hyenas that ran around, and he's going to say, I think I'm taking the long way around. And he's going to run that away. Alright.
If he...
on
my bandolier, I have Cheetah's elixirs, which he could take from me, which would... It would take an action economy to do it, but...
Alright, yeah, he'll take a Cheetah's elixir into his offhand, so he'll change his grip, offhand, grab it, and that'll be his third action. Okay.
So just FYI, so I don't actually fully understand Magus at all, but I know that once they've done this, then they can't do their spell strike again until they've done something else. I apologize, I don't know what that something else is.
Oh, really? Okay. Alright, it'll be fine. Fine. Alright, so play passes to non-threatening Smog Giant. Alright, with you being unconscious, the Smog Giant can pick you up. Alright, so it's gonna... I guess... I'll say it's an action to pick you up. And then it's gonna look around at what's happening on the battlefield, and it sees the dragon is still there. But it doesn't like the idea of having to make a balance check on this wall. So, it is going to... I guess... climb back down. It's so big. I feel like it should be able to... Well, it's a 20-foot wall. Alright, it's going to try to do a climb check. Alright.
King conning with Zenny right now.
Alright, yeah. So it climbed back down. And then it's going to start making its way over to the dragon. Alright, sweet. Alright. Play passes to Walter.
Something to disclose to the group as well, which is that while I was grabbing food and stuff, that I made the misplay of spending my last hero point.
Oh.
So we have a lot of new pants bows. It's very painful to burn all 7 of them to not die. But,
damn. Damn.
I shouldn't have done that. I apologize.
Don't worry. Walter's going to save you right now. No pressure, Walter.
So I just came back. And it
no
sounds like things are expected of me.
These deliveries.
I was kind of listening. So the first thing that Walter's gonna do is load a life shot into his rifle. He's going to then reload that, and then he's going to target Zenny. And see what happens.
Oh, that happens.
Oh, now I start getting crits.
Alright,
so are you targeting me, or are you targeting the person holding me?
I'm targeting you.
Oh, this is a live shot thing. Okay, I was very confused there.
No,
it was gonna draw you.
Yeah, it put you out of your misery. It's like it's a kindness. Yeah, euthanasia
like
shot. It's a new ability. So I have a question. Live shot, is that like the elemental shot? Like there's an on-off switch and you have to turn it on before you fire it? Is that how live shot works? Okay.
Let me see if I post it.
Okay.
That's an action.
Yeah. So it does have an on-off switch. Okay, so, so you push the button on the side of the bullet, and it turns on. It's fucking Pathfinder. Life Shot is a special cartridge that carries a small dose of Elixir of Life. A creature hit by this activated Life Shot takes no damage, instead receiving 1d4 healing and gaining +1 item bonus on saving throws for 1 minute. On a critical hit, the healing received twice and take the better result. Oh, baby. The target will be hit by this, willing to be hit by this is off guard against it. Okay, so roll a d4 twice, and then they get the best healing.
So if I
was hoping for a little bit more from a critical hit with the life shot, but that's okay.
If I press the critical button, what happens? I'm curious.
I don't know. Hit it. It probably does like your gun damage, right?
Oh yeah, it looks like it is taking my gun damage. Never mind, not gonna do that.
Okay.
Alright, so a critical, it's gonna be 2d4, keep the highest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 1d4 and nice.
Okay. Try again. Well, it's not a +1, it's just a 1d4. The +1 is a saving throw bonus.
Oh, that's a saving throw bonus. Okay, so that was 1 or...
I get 2 health.
2 health? Holy shit. Okay. Anything else from Walter?
I think that's all 3 of my actions to do that.
Alright. Zenny, the question here is, do you let the giant know that you're alive?
I think I would tend to just be stable but unconscious, actually.
Alright, then play passes to Skittish. Skittish wants to get in on this fighting, but with this guy just getting killed horribly, and the sounds coming from the other direction, oof, I think they're gonna fuck off as well. So they're gonna fly this away. And then up a bit. Alright, play passes to Sniffly. Alright. Sniffly ain't no baby. They call him a baby because he sniffles all the time. He's gonna kill the dragon single-handedly. Alright. Sniffly lets out a defiant roar and is going to intimidate the dragon. Okay, he definitely doesn't. Then he is going to attack the dragon twice. Like a boss do. Okay. Hey! Alright, he hits the dragon once. And he knows in his heart that he has hit the inverse scale right under the dragon's clavicle that is featured in every anime and anime-inspired game. And kills the dragon instantly. When this doesn't happen, he swallows hard, realizing that he may have miscalculated. Alright, the shaman remains a statue. The dragon is up. The dragon's blood is fired up, so it is going to go ham on this dude. And let's see. It's going to use Draconic Frenzy? That seems pretty good. No. It'll just use Savage Jaws on him. Alright. Trestless makes a single attack. If it hits, it deals 4d12, blah, blah, blah. This counts as 2 attacks with multi-attack penalty. Alright, so the dragon will try and intimidate him. So, here we go. Demoralize. There is a language barrier here, so we'll see what happens. Alright, scares him a little bit. And then it's going to attack with its Savage Jaws. Here we go. Only a normal hit, dealing 21 points of damage. It will throw up resistance to... I believe this attack does piercing. Yep. Ooh, or slashing. Either way, that's going to cause bleeding to happen. So
piercing is better, so they don't spray goo everywhere.
I think piercing and slashing do the goo, unfortunately. Yeah. Alright, so then it's going to use its runic resistance. Alright. There we go. And then it's going to spray acid pustules everywhere. Dragon's going to make that reflex save. Does taking minimal damage. All right, that's the dragon's turn. Play passes to self-indulgent. Self-indulgent. He is going to spend an entire action shouting out his warning that the Mogu is coming. We must flee. The Mogu is coming. Then he's going to spend 2 more actions trying to flee the map. Let's see. There he goes. All right, Ketron, to you.
Okay, I've made it to husband's computer. So
2 important things are waiting inside that fortress. Zenny, who last you saw was unconscious and dragged away by the King Kong giant, but also Bellinora's waffle iron.
Yes.
All right.
So Stack is still there, right?
Yes, but he is holding in his outstretched hands a cheetah's elixir.
For me or for him?
I mean, if you take it, it's for you.
It increases
No, it's fine.
speed in
He has
general.
to go farther.
Yeah.
He has to go farther. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna move over. I'm gonna Doctor's Visitation next to Stack. And then, so I'm gonna target him. We're gonna treat wounds.
Well, that's a good treat wounds.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Okay, so Stack gains 28 hit points.
He says, thank you kindly, Mother Ketron.
And then I am going to move twice more up here. And I have 40 feet, and you may decide where I actually get.
All right, because you are doing what we described as Skyrim horse climbing, where you're using your ability to levitate to just sort of like force your way up the side. Yeah, we'll just treat it as difficult terrain. I think that'll work fine. So, what's your speed?
20 feet, and I have 2 more actions. So
okay, so you'll be 20. So, and then if it's difficult terrain, so you go up 20 feet. All right, so you'll be at 25.
Okay.
But no need to climb. If you want, you can do a climb check to maybe speed it up. But I think that 2 criticals would also get you 20, so it's kind of a moot point. Yeah, okay. All right, fair enough. Play passes to Wary. Yeah, Wary is getting out of here. He's going to leave the map. And I will remove him from the initiative. All right. Play passes to Untidy. Untidy is going to get up from prone. It's mad now. It's going to look around, and it can't see very well because it's dark. So it's just going to attack Bella. It's Bella's fault this is happening.
Fair. It is kind of, yes.
All right. It missed on the first one. It's bound to hit on the second one. That's his turn. Play passes to Bella.
I give it a pat. And I look around at the sky above me. I see the marauders starting to scatter, and I hear Stack say something about a Mugu. May I roll recall knowledge using my mana waste lore to?
Oh, absolutely.
To know what a Mugu is.
All right. All right. So
hero point.
Hero point. Okay. You roll pretty well on so many things, and then your recall knowledge, the thing that you want to be really good at. Yeah. All right. So you know that Mogu is often, well, not often, but means rabbit in some languages and dialects, or is like slang for bunny in some slangs and dialects. You also know that it is almost kaiju season. That's when the kaijus of the Mana Waste exit their hibernation and roam the Mana Waste looking for fight and food. It is for this reason that the city of Alkenstar built their super badass, essentially Shinra Mako cannon. If you've played Final Fantasy VII, the Maw of Ravaga. Yeah. So they have that, to fend off, not to kill, to fend off kaijus that try to come and destroy the city. It would be pretty wild if on top of everything else you're dealing with, there's also a kaiju coming. But evidence is leaning in that direction.
Bella would convey that in a nervous tone.
Okay.
We don't have a Movrogug with us. Okay, so that's my first action. I'm going to then attack the... as I put into my hand an explosive... Oop, I don't know how I moved. And I'm going to hit the untidy animal in front of me.
Oh, okay.
That's enough.
Alright, fair enough.
Let's see, what do I got that's going to fry this thing?
It looks up at you with its adorable...
We could have been friends. But, you know...
Who doesn't want a cat dog with a jaw strength high enough to shatter a thigh bone?
Yeah. Ugh. Okay. 1 second.
You too can get one. I think they cost about 1 Bitcoin nowadays.
Let's see.
Could probably get one for less than a Bitcoin. Probably get a couple for a Bitcoin.
Damage.
All right.
13 damage.
Okay, so it takes 13 damage, which is a lot of damage. It is bloodied and off guard.
Okay, well, that's hoped for more, but I guess that's fine. Follow up a map. Dread Ampule.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
Damage. Oof, bad damage.
That is enough. The creature dies, electrocuted and afraid.
And that's all of my action economy. I'd hoped to move this turn, but at least we cleared the battlefield. That's that.
Fair enough. Vulture, you're, I think, close enough to see it. Zenny, if you dare open your eyes. I guess there's not an option to have your eyes closed in combat in Pathfinder. So... between your mostly closed, blood-stained eyelashes, you and Walter see the silhouette of this creature approaching from the west. Here is what you see.
Oh shit!
It is a massive antlered lizard rabbit creature. You estimate that the creature is maybe 150 feet tall / long, and its eyes take in the moonlight, glowing like 2 dangerous spotlights. It opens its maw, revealing razor-sharp fangs, 2 of them right up front, and it lets out another womanly scream of panic.
Man, is this in the new Monster Hunter? That's cool as fuck.
When I first learned that that's the noise rabbits made, I had a lot of trouble. I'll be honest. It was like a Call of Cthulhu sanity check was needed. Like, I could not believe it. All right. So it looks like Zenny, are you top of the list here? All right, yeah, everybody else is left. All right, Zenny, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, because I got moved and I got down by impassioned.
Here, I can change the music out for something more. A kaiju is about to come. Here we go. Guess. Oh yeah, we're gonna drop some sick bass here. Yeah. All right. All right.
Since I am on my...
It's on its last leg.
Then I don't really want to like fight this giant. So I would do a thing that will like hurt it too much. But I might like...
You just want to delay your turn?
Hostile, like, nah. I'll move my target thing to it, because I think that wouldn't really, obvious.
Okay.
Oh, you have to hold one of your implements in order to exploit one ability.
Ooh. Wait, so
my
you were holding...
at the bottom for Cliff, by the way.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Actually,
does that have like runes in it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going the long way, so maybe we'll pick it
up
on the way.
There, I put the whip down. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, good, so that's the person I thought. Am I currently restrained, grappled, or what? 'Cause it was just sort of holding me while walking while I was unconscious.
You were only restrained for 1 round, right? So you would just be grabbed now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll do a sense motive to see if it's gonna run away from this kaiju or be really stupid and fight it.
Alright. Well, you might have heard of the barbarian dedication for giant, yeah. Yeah, you get a sense that this giant does not have the self-preservation to leave. It is probably going to fight whatever it can, whatever comes at it.
Okay, then I still have 2 actions left. I'll ready an action to escape now.
In fact, you with that check know that the giant is excited because now he gets to fight a dragon and a kaiju, and all of you guys in one night. Best night ever.
I guess I'd... Can I just say ready an action for when an opportunity to escape? Because I feel like I have to give a more specific trigger, which makes it really awkward.
Yeah. Well, do you want to say you ready an escape action for when the giant is engaged with another creature?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
If it's, if it's in melee range of either it or the creature, then I would escape.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright, Impassioned is up. Impassioned is going to also have seen the creature. It looks down at its camp. It looks over at its leader, who has been turned to stone. It looks down at the giant, who's going to fight till the bitter end. It looks down at all of you. It's not really your fault, it thinks to itself. If you guys hadn't come, they might have been caught off guard. No, they wouldn't have been caught off guard by a kaiju. But, you know, it is kind of your fault. He's mad. Alright, he's going to dive bomb Bellador.
Fair.
He went through a lot in his mind there about what to do, and in the end, yes, it's your fault. So here we go. He's going to use Raptor Dive. Here is 2 strikes. First one is a miss.
Alright.
Second one is a hit. Alright, for 12 damage, and he is now on the ground next to you.
Still up.
Alright, remove that guy. Stack is up. Alright, so Stack says, well, I gotta get Zenny. You got this guy?
Not really. But yeah, I guess I have to. Go, like, you're gonna have to get me soon.
Damn it. Alright, okay.
I mean, Ketrin's going for Zenny and Vulture's up there.
Okay, alright, then he'll try to help you out. You said that he has to do something special before he can spell strike again? But we don't know what that is. Alright,
I think it's an action.
Like an action to like high-five himself and be like, Stack's so great. Alright, then yeah, he'll high-five himself and be like, Stack's so great. He's got this gun loaded. Bella's short, so he's gonna rest the gun on Bella's head like a sniper
Sniper
tripod.
I think.
Yeah, and then he's going to just fire right at this dude. Here we go.
Yeah, it's literally just an action apparently.
Okay. Ooh, he misses. I feel like he would re-roll. Does that sound right to everybody?
I'm very stacked.
Okay. Alright. Let me see. Okay. It won't let me re-roll. I'll just shoot again. There we go. That's gonna be a hit, and damage
Oh wait,
is 6, and then what is it, like 68 more damage? There we go.
Oh, nice.
It feels a little wild that this character does more damage than a fireball with like every attack as a cantrip, but like that's the game, I guess. But like, holy shit, guys!
It's basically
That's
taking Eldritch Blast as a wizard or something. It's taking a psychic.
Oh, it's stealing the
cantrip,
best stuff from another class and then pimping it out.
putting it in Magus. Yeah, I don't like it, but it is what it is.
I've never done more than 15 damage, but go ahead, splash me with that acid.
Yeah. So this thing's gonna take quite a bit of damage, and then it will use its reaction to try and not take so much damage. But I mean, it's still a shitload of damage, and it is now near death. All right.
Oh, that does cost a focus point each time he does it, though. Otherwise, it'd be 3d8.
Okay, well then I think he's out of focus points at that point. Yeah, okay. Holy shit though. Alright, so it is now piercing, but Bella, as part of being shot with a gun, it is going to bleed all over you.
Yep.
So here we go. Acid pustules. Give me that basic save. Okay, you got full damage coming in. Here we go. 6 points of acid damage.
Oof, still up.
Alright, and that is all 3 of his actions. Alright, the Smog Giant. He shouts at the dragon, "Come at me, bro!" And he is going to delay his action so that the dragon will come at him. So Walter, you're up.
Okay.
Ooh, I think he has to go though if he wants to keep his grip on Zenny, right? Because that's like a
fast figure out.
Yeah. All right, then. You know what? He will delay, and he will essentially just drop you unceremoniously onto the ground, so that he can delay. All right, so Vulture, to you.
So I continue to hear the kaiju approaching from the east. So I need to make myself scarce. So
What about the waffle iron?
In the perfect position to loot this.
Yeah, what about looting?
I mean, that was before kaiju became part of the equation.
What's this all for, man?
For the principle of the matter. Let's see, I'm going to spend 1 to running reload.
Okay. Oh,
Giant's
Zenny, you do see a treasure chest right there, Zenny. Yeah.
Every time these guys talk about the waffle iron and how this is to save it, then you just see a little message appearing saying like, Zenny didn't like this. Approval waiter goes down.
I can see that spell scar that's wounded, so you know what, I'm just gonna take it out. Oh wait, no.
Alright.
Oh, it's because... Fuck, I have to swap out life shot.
Oh, okay.
That
still would have hit though, right?
Yeah, that would have been part of my reload action. So
alright, give me the damage then. Alright. 9 points. That will finish him off. He lets out one of those like Wilhelm dying screams, and then in response you hear the angry woman scream off in the distance.
Was that the one
It seems like the sounds of carnage are drawing the Mogu closer.
Was that the one that had divinity?
Sniffly? No, Jockey was that one. He's already dead.
Oh, he's already dead.
He actually got incinerated by a lightning-based breath weapon.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
From a dragon, so it feels like there's a little bit of synergy there between what happened before and what happened now. A little bit.
Just a tad.
Okay.
Get the bag of holding.
Alright, like, listen. There's a treasure chest over here, but hear me out. The waffle iron is over here.
Like, I actually... Oh, yeah. Do I actually see... I can see the fire from here.
Well, I told you saw the waffle iron before from your perch, your sniper perch, yeah.
That gets me... This direction gets me closer to more people in the melee. I'm gonna go for the waffle iron.
Goddamn. Goddamn. Alright.
So I spend another action.
So I will tell you this, if you zoom in on the map, you can see that they've got these spiky palisades here, and these crates. So those are all going to be difficult terrain.
Alright, then... Here.
Alright. The giant doesn't even pay attention to you. Even when you shoot that guy, its eyes are only on the dragon. It is ready for the coolest fight of its life. It's going to delay its initiative even more. Alright, play past this to Skittish. Skittish is like, I'm out of here, and they leave the combat encounter. Alright, Spellscar Shaman can't do anything. The dragon looks around. There is no finer treasure than this Lisa Frank exclusive winged tiger statue. So, I don't think the dragon is strong enough to carry the statue, though. This is really sad. Oh, man. How strong is it?
You can break off pieces and just send, you know.
He's got a plus 6 strength. He's got training in athletics.
You know what? I'm gonna say she does.
She's gonna just turn into a little helicopter and she's gonna start airlifting this thing away.
Oh, the insult to the giant is leaving.
So yeah, leader.
So she starts flying away with them. We'll say that she gets to 85. The giant cries out in Jotun, "No!" As she flies away. He's really upset. He's gonna throw a tantrum. He looks around. Zenny, give me a performance to see if you were playing dead enough. You will have to beat its sizable perception.
You said for attention, I thought you were going to say throw a Zenny, which would make a lot of sense as well.
Well, that's what he's getting ready to do.
Yeah. Re-roll that. Re-roll it.
The transfer.
I'm gonna be honest, you gotta beat a 26 here. You gotta beat a 26.
Wait, you have +4.
Oh, it's fine, I'll just quit it, it's fine. Okay. Here's the second one.
Oh my god, so close.
Alright. It looks down at you, it pauses for a minute wondering, is she alive? And then it realizes that you're not alive. It's gonna use one Pac-Man to try and grab you. Here we go. Grapple. Oops, I didn't target you. My bad. But I think that got it. All right, and then it's gonna throw you at the dragon.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go.
No.
How do you throw? What's improvised throw? Is that a thing? Can you improvise? You got to be able to throw shit, right? Athletics. We'll just deal with athletics. That seems right. All right. This is
like a jump, but like. I'm normal moving.
So this is at map. So here we go. Add -5 and roll it. 22 is not enough to hit the dragon. Obviously, it's very far away.
Slap against this wall, but.
All right. So it throws you,
and you land. We'll say. It's got a 30 foot on its other ranged attack, so I'll have you go 30 feet. And so we'll go here, and I'll roll a d8 for spice. Let's see. Alright. So 7, you would not land on the wall. You'd actually come down crashing to the ground here. So we'll say that you take, from its throw...
I have 2 knives, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's enough to knock you out, essentially. Because you'll take at minimum its strength bonus, and then probably just the damage from colliding with the ground. Alright, and then Furious, it's going to start heading over to Vulture. Alright, that's its turn.
And you can move my initiative down to just before the dragon then.
Alright. Okay, and then... Self-Indulgent is up. It's gonna continue to flee the scene away from the dragon, but also away from the kaiju, and it will leave initiative. All right, Ketrin, to you. All right, 3 moves. That would be 30 more feet, so you would be right at the cusp of the wall.
That is where I want to be.
All right, I'll put you right up there. You can kind of peek over the edge there. There we go.
All right. That is my 3 moves.
All right, fair enough. Play passes to Bella.
She spits out a little blood as she regards the marauder in front of her, and she winds up to take him on, because he's just going to keep chasing me if I try to run away. So, if I hope I still have more of these. Alright. Damage. Not bad, not bad.
Okay, 11 points of damage of a type it is not able to resist. It dies. Fuck yes, thank God.
Oh my God. Alright, I already drank a cheetah's elixir at the beginning of this fight. I have a 35 movement speed, so I'm going to start the long haul.
Alright.
And with 1 stride, I will move here, and then I will use my last action to pick up Zenny's whip, because I have empty hands.
Nice. Okay.
Zenny, what kind of weapon is this? Can I use this? Is this a martial weapon?
I'll get back to you.
Okay. I probably not.
All right.
Turn anyway, right?
As we go into round 8, you would see that the kaiju is going to roll itself into initiative. It gets a 44 on its initiative roll. It will use all of its actions to stride towards the fortress. Right. I don't know if you guys can see it or not with all the walls and stuff, but it is on the map. There we go. Alright, play passes to Stack. Alright. So Stack's gonna drink the elixir, and then it gives him 10 extra speed?
That's correct.
Alright, so then he will move 45 feet, and then another 45 feet. Which would be 90 feet total. Alright, Walter, to you.
So now this thing's coming after me. I'm going to... Now I have to like keep away with this guy. And I don't know where this big ass kaiju is. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, no, never mind. Let's see. Saw the chest was down this way to the south. Is it a gate? From where he is? Down here?
Yes. It leads out into the desert.
Okay. I'm gonna move one stride. Darkness. Being a human sucks.
Oh, also, you are in the creatures, I believe. Let me check. You to it. Yes, you are inside the creature's frightful presence. I'm gonna need you to make a DC 35 will save.
Okay. 35.
You've got this.
I literally can't make this unless I hit a nat 20, so let's see.
It's so big it's coming up the back.
Nope. That's
All right.
definitely a crit fail.
That's a crit fail you are frightened for. You have never been this frightened in your entire life.
No.
Right. So discretion is the better part of valor. Vulture's going
But
to...
the waffle iron's right there!
That was until he got frightened for.
Alright,
Monogram.
He's gonna spend all 3 actions essentially striding, I guess, into the fucking darkness because he can't see shit.
Okay.
Wow, I feel like both this and Sunday's games are so similar sometimes. Okay, I guess I'm hitting a wall. Whatever gets me to another 60 feet out through the gate.
Okay. You would go down here. Oh, this is like when you guys were blind moving through the bank so long ago. All right.
Yep.
So there you go. And there's a ramp, like of stone and sand that leads down into the desert.
All right. Cool. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. The dragon is going to continue to fly away with its treasure. All right. Zenny. In the corner, behind a tent. Your allies nowhere in sight.
Fleeing.
What do you do?
Save me, I guess. Anyone opposed to using a sand spell since it's probably.
For a reroll?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
If I don't.
Buy as much time as you can.
I mean, pockets in chat. I'm sure they'd love to see them being used.
There you go. This is for you, Pockets. Well, it became better a bit. It was.
I saw that one. I was like,
7
oh
fair.
no.
That would have killed me.
All right.
Dying flea then.
Yeah. Also, I guess give me a will save against the fear.
I think you have to be able to hear or see it or something for that, right?
Let me check.
Visual or audio effect that trait.
Double check. This creature, sphere, aura. Frightful presence. It just says aura, emotion, fear, and mental.
Oh, okay.
So just this thing existing is causing fear around it.
Oh, okay.
Oh hell yeah!
So only a failure.
All right, so then only a failure is frightened too. All right, I will add that to your sheet. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the giant is up. The giant is afraid of nothing. It points to its character sheet where it thinks immune to fear is, but it must make the same saving throw. All right, here we go. It fails and is frightened too. That's okay. It'll make it happen. It's gonna move to here. And it is going to ready in action to strike the creature when it comes within range.
I think it might have a slight range disadvantage here in this fight.
That's turn to you.
All right. I guess I am going to keep moving forward. So I'm going to
You're up on the wall?
and
Yeah?
float down
Okay.
off of the wall.
Alright.
Do I see Zenny?
Not there, no.
Okay. Okay.
So then I'll move you down to 40. There you go.
Oh, 40. Okay.
Yep.
Then I'll move out here. There. So let's say that'll be my second move.
Okay, okay.
I'm looking around.
Alright, so far so good. Oh, there they are.
There we go.
Yep,
Okay.
pretzeled in the corner.
Oh, that's as far as I can get.
Woof.
Okay.
Okay. I guess, Ketrin, at this point, you would see maybe just a bit of the creature cresting the wall of the fortress.
Oof.
Alright, Bella, to you.
She hears the terrifying sounds, but she thinks about the waffle iron. It's it has her family crest on it.
It's true.
A field of a bag sitting on a pile of ball bearings, and with a overlapped BB emblem on it. Okay, one stride.
Okay.
2 strides. Now, before I go around this corner, Crash Jeff,
Yeah.
do I feel like I still have the yellow silk curse?
I mean, you haven't had to remove curse yet, so yeah.
Oh, I have not.
Yeah.
I was resurrected by an aspect of Bri. I didn't know if that reset everything, but...
Oh. Ooh, you know what? That'd be a great time to get rid of it, without you guys having to deal with it anymore.
Then we charge forward!
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright, fair enough. Same thing for you, Zenny. As part of your boons of Bri, she would have, you know,
otherwise it's like murder catcher as soon as she saves me.
Alright. Alright, round 9. The creature is up. It sees this giant that is so defiant. And it is going to it can stride up to double its speed, move through spaces of creatures of the listed size, trampling each creature in its space. Deals damage of the listed strike, but trampled creatures can attempt a reflex save. No damage on a crit success, half damage on success. Or it could use its Soulfire Breath. That sounds pretty hype. It's only one bad guy, like one enemy though. Yeah. Okay. What else can this thing do? Whoa. Okay. What else has it got here? Okay. Yeah, alright. It is going to move forward with trample. I guess here.
Hold.
Alright, and as it comes onto the scene, nah, not trample. It's just, it's got this guy. This guy wants it, so it's gonna come up to this guy. So that was one stride, and then it's going to use its jaws on him.
Is he within the creature's reach? In a smart giant, does he get his reaction, or is he too far?
Oh, you know what? Let's give it to him.
Strike.
Yeah, we'll give it to him. We'll give it to him. All right, here he goes.
Get a crit.
All right, he's rolling for. He's rolling for. Oh. All right, he does hit the creature.
He targeting himself.
No, wait, he's targeting himself. My bad. He definitely doesn't hit the creature. All right, so he punches the creature in the foot, and it does nothing. The creature is going to, I guess, bite him. It rolled a 3, so it only got a 36 on him. That is going to be a critical hit, though.
I've miscalculated.
Alright, the giant takes 60 points of damage, some of which is void damage, and it looks like some bleeding damage in there as well. Alright, and then it can follow up with something called Smoking Wound. Let's see. A creature damaged by the jaws is sickened from the rank smell of vapors coming out of the wound. Nice. And then it is going to, having not just devoured him in one bite, it is going to go ahead and step on him. So this is with map. Alright, that's going to be another critical hit. For 66 points of damage, the giant is splattered beneath the kaiju's foot, and it lets out a terrifying womanly scream into the night. And that is its turn. Stack. So Stack is going to be looking up over the wall at this thing, and he's going to turn to Vashon, and he's going to say, you know, we could always buy her a new waffle iron. Vashon says, this one's special. And Vashon runs past him to help you get your waffle iron back. And Stack,
God damn.
Alright, sure. He's gonna keep going. let's see, 45 feet. And then 45. Oh, God. Alright, he's got to make the will save. Go.
Holy shit.
Okay. He's just like, it ain't that bad, I guess.
All right. And he says, Walter,
You seen a waffle iron? Or Zenny?
So Zenny's somewhere in the darkness there. I can't see shit. That thing is larger than this whole fucking camp. And I don't think the waffle iron's worth it.
You don't think it's worth it?
Nah, not anymore. So wait, Zenny's, where's Ketrin?
Zenny.
Oh no, she went up the wall. Well, you only live once, right?
Keep going.
Alright, sir. Good luck.
Alright. Vulture, to you.
Vulture spends his actions going down the mountain. Jesus Christ. It's impossible to almost not see this thing. How much further would I have to getting to ground level?
To get to ground level, you're just going down this hill, so it's 40 feet to get to the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 2 actions just striding to get down to the ground level. I don't know where that is because darkness can't see.
All right, so you're just gonna feel your way along the cliffside and start heading down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start. Actually, no, that's a horrible idea. I got rid of that. Son of a bitch. That was dumb of me.
What happened?
No, I had torches at one point, but then I guess I got rid of them because weight issues.
It's good RP. It's the transition into being robot or being person.
Yeah, I legitimately don't know what else to do at this point. I guess how many of these do I have? Got 2. Bella, you still intent on going in there?
You know, after watching the giant get smushed, I have some second thoughts for sure. I have 6 health.
On the
I don't know.
side, your HP total probably doesn't matter in this
It probably doesn't.
Well, for massive damage, I think it does.
Okay,
But Stack just ran in there, and I'm not about to let him die on my behalf.
I just felt like if Stack rolled a nat 20 against the fear, he would just go in there. It just feels like something Stack would do. I mean, I might be well off base here, but
I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah,
but I do feel responsible.
All right, I'm gonna use my last action to, Jesus Christ, Just use my last action to mark prey on this stupid thing.
Holy shit! Okay.
I don't need to see it. I need to be able to hear it at least. So that's
you definitely hear it. Yeah, you definitely hear it.
And that's it. I guess my frighten goes down by 1. That's my turn.
Okay.
I take enough time.
All right. The dragon is now hustling with its treasure. All right. Zenny, to you.
Okay. And
Ooh, very nice. So you stabilize, right?
no.
He's only dying once.
This ain't 5e.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I got my 1 health and I beat be able to act. No.
Catcher, you're off.
No, I have to.
Oh, you have something?
So there's still like it's fighting presence is at 1, so is it every round?
It is. Let's see. Frightful presence is an aura. It is a creature that first enters the area, so it's only the first time.
Okay.
And because of Stack's critical success. Regardless of your saving throw, you are immune to this frightful presence for 1 minute. So in a minute, it'll re-up. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so around 18, I'll be in big trouble. Good.
Yeah.
I'll end my turn then.
All right. Catcher, to you.
Okay.
You ready to tank this shit for 10 more rounds?
Sure. We'll do
Or
it.
heal Zenny?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna heal Zenny. I'm
Okay.
gonna Doctor's Visitation, so move up. Oh, I got a target. Hang on. Target. There we go. Oh. It's so weird using someone else's computer. Sorry.
Oh, that makes sense. I get it. Plus, you lose all your cookies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, I had an expensive potato, and he has a cheap potato, so...
Oh, dang, calling them out. All right.
Yeah. All
This
right,
is like
Jenny,
any
there you go.
interview with what Zendaya, right? Is that
Yeah.
Spider-Man's girlfriend that always
Yep.
calls him out in interviews? Damn.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. 31 healing. And, I'm gonna, as she comes to consciousness, I'm gonna whisper, "We gotta hide." And
there's a tent right there. There's a tent.
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
and I am gonna like attempt with my next 2 actions to reposition Zinni into the tent.
All right, go for it.
Here's one.
All right, that'll do.
Okay.
So you slide Zenny under the tent, flap, and into the tent.
And then for my last action, I'm going to join her under
Okay.
the tent. Like, I'm just going to walk through the wall of it.
Fair enough.
Okay. Bella, to you.
I think I have a wisdom save to make. That will
You
determine
do.
the course of my actions.
Yep, it's a DC 35.
I fail.
Oh, I mean, you have to roll it though.
Because you might not, you might crit fail. Like that.
Oh, 25. That's pretty good. It's a crit fail. You're frightened for.
Okay, well that definitely plays into my role-playing decisions.
Oh, for sure.
So what she's gonna do, she's gonna stride over to Vashon, who just said like, I'm gonna come help you, and I'm gonna get down, dummy, and I'm gonna try to stealth, but first I'm gonna use a hero card to help me with it because as you know, this is not what I do. I'm gonna use, I think this is for this, daring attempt. You can use an untrained skill. You're trained in the skill to the end of your next turn if you use the skill. Okay, there's no downside to this, so I'm going to gain proficiency in stealth and then try to stealth.
Okay.
So let me just modify. I don't really know how. Oh, there it is. Okay, so if I switch this to trained and then roll, that's pretty good. It's as good as I can hope.
Man, in the shadows, Vulture, you lose track of Velinor.
I try to pull Vashon in with me.
Vashon cries out because you disappeared from sight, and then you pull him into the shadowy crevasse made by the sandstone ledge.
And then with my last action, I pull out a healing potion.
Okay. To have it to hand?
Yep.
Okay. Top of the round, Smog Giant is no longer a thing. As the Jolly Mutant Kaiju Jackalope prepares to rampage through these ruins, there is a chittering scream from the same direction whence it came. But then the chittering scream is from over here. And then the chittering scream is from over here. But then the chittering scream is back over here. And you look towards the chittering scream and you see another kaiju. Apparently, kaiju season came early this year. Off in the distance, you see this motherfucker right here. The jackalope turns. This is a much tastier snack than the giant. And it crouches down low, and it leaps off map. As it does, it sends a shockwave through the ruins, mimicking the effects of an earthquake spell. This shouldn't be too bad. It's fine. Alright, so I need everybody to give me let's see, structural collapse. The stuff falls apart. Let's see, I gotta roll a flat check for the ruins. They're pretty beat up. So, here we go. Sturdy structure, average structure, shoddy structure. Alright. That's a success, right? Like the ruins don't get destroyed? Flat? Like you gotta go lower?
Bonuses to it, right?
Yeah, no, it's just a d20.
Oh, well.
Yeah, flat, you want to get lower, right? Or is it higher?
Well, it'll say the DC and you want to get that DC or higher.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, the ruins are just sort of start collapsing.
There's not like a crit fail, is there?
Wait, what?
There's not like a crit fail, is there?
No, not for a building collapsing. Not on a flat check.
Okay, good. That's at least good.
Alright, then I need
in this case, it is though, because the DC is lower for a shoddy structure than a higher one, so I guess you're rolling to collapse.
You are trying to get higher, right? Because
yeah. So 2 actually wouldn't.
Oh, it wouldn't collapse. Okay, that's good. Then that means that Stack, Ketrin, and Zenny, you don't have to worry about 11d6 bludgeoning damage as the buildings collapse all around you. Hell yeah. Alright. And then it will exit combat unless you guys want to chase after it.
Nope.
Alright. Alright.
I guess
Stack.
technically I still do have it as hunt prey, so I know how fast it's, or at least I know the direction of what the fuck's going on over there.
Okay, yeah.
It leapt 60 feet, and then when it landed off in the distance, it started charging towards the moth kaiju.
Okay.
Alright.
In the back of my mind.
So, from here on out, you guys can just kind of grab what you need from the camp and roll out. I don't think you have a ton of time, but you know, you could go grab your allies and flee, sort of thing. So, do you want to grab treasure chest and waffle iron and skedaddle, or?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. With that stuff gathered up, you escape into the night.
Do we see Jockey's corpse, and do we think that they have a bag of holding on them?
Jockey's corpse is up here on the cliff ledge. You guys might be able to find a way to get to it. You do have kaijus fighting just off in the distance, though.
I have to just forgo it then.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Yeah, Ketron. If
She just couldn't pick the item up.
Oh. Not yet.
I can
Yeah.
climb though. It's not that far. I can climb.
All right. So you're gonna go up and check his body. All right. All right. So you head that way. Someone comes over and grabs the chest, and then somebody grabs the waffle iron. All right. So Stack will leave the waffle iron for Bella. He'll go over and grab the chest, and you guys will flee. On the Spellscar Sky Marauder's body, you see that he has no special items. It is likely that if there was a bandit leader, they had to give that they had to give all their loot up to the bandit lord.
I'll scuttle away.
All right, fair enough. And I'll take you guys back to the player map. Oof. And I'll change out the music. Here we go. So now you guys got to see the Wasteland Kaijus, which is another reason that Nex and Geb don't like to come into the Wastelands and fight anymore.
That is valid.
Yeah. All right.
I had no concept of how big that was going to be. I was like, yeah, that'd be a pretty big token, and then they just see the horn poke out from the darkness.
All right. Let's see. Player map. Now leaving Alkenstar. Oof. Okay.
You get extracted by Kosowana?
Yeah, that'd be cool. As you guys flee into the darkness, you hear helicopter sound effects, and then the Sphinx comes down and catches you guys in its airlift aura, and then you guys fly off with your recovered gains. Alright. So, the Spellscar Bandit loot. Let's see. There's a significant amount of treasure here in this treasure chest. But it does not look like your bag of holding is there. But I will put the treasure down so you guys can take a look at it. It is right here. Are you guys able to access it and click on it? Or do I need to change permissions on it?
You can see it.
Okay. Yeah. So, in the chest, there's a dagger, flintlock pistol, moonlit chain, a resilient rune. The waffle iron was actually in use, so it wasn't in the chest. A ton of consumables, and a shitload of gold. As well as a book. Alright, as you soar through the night towards the coordinates for the airship, over the roaring wind and the constant, flight and mechanical sounds of the Sphinx, it's very hard to communicate. So all the NPCs, they're just sort of riding in silence. Stack, however, seems more alive than ever, his eyes wide with wonder, because as you guys were flying away, you could see the kaiju battle off in the distance. You saw the 180-foot-long breath weapon that did 20 d6 necrotic damage with a DC 35 saving throw. You see the whirlwinds summoned by the moth kaiju, and the irradiation that inside both creatures just expelling out as they bleed radioactive magic-infused blood all over the battlefield. Sometimes when their blood strikes the ground, creatures burst from the earth, mutated by their contaminated blood. Alright, you fly into the morning hours and arrive back at the airship. right. Coming out of the mostly repaired wreckage of the airship, you see Captain Farrah Winslow, and she says, well, fuck me. I can't believe it. Zenny, y'all really did it. I don't suppose you found the airship parts, too?
Sure did. I'll say, like, at this point, just grey skin, long incisor teeth.
She kind of winces and she says, ooh, you're not looking so good.
And Ketrin just floating there is like, tell me about it.
Yeah, there's a oh from all of the people, and she says, what the fuck happened to y'all?
A lot of things. None of the fun.
Wait.
And then everybody's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. What? I don't even know where to begin. Alright, listen.
We can catch up.
Simply said, shit gets weird out here in the Mana Waste.
Yeah, we can talk, but maybe not in the sunlight.
Let's get this ship up in the sky.
Alright. Having traveled, /fought, /ran, /flown all night, you guys do need some sleep. But if you sleep for a few hours and then spend the rest of the afternoon and evening work on the airship, that works out pretty good. I'm assuming you guys fill them in, or is there anything you withhold from your story?
Probably not the info. At least this is what I'm thinking. Withholding the info about what Kosowana was doing out here. Like, specifically what he was trying to do inside the temple. Leaving that out.
Are you not mentioning that we promised to send future archaeologists to their doom to the dragon?
Yeah, we're definitely not mentioning that. No.
Okay.
Unless Farrah wants in on the deal, you know. We
Well,
gotta
the
get him out
dragon...
here somehow.
Well, I mean, do we have to still uphold that part of the bargain?
I made it as a persuade rather than a deceive, so kind of. But also the dragon did fly away before the fight was over. So.
Yeah, I mean, the dragon got what he wanted. So, or she wanted, or whatever gender it was. And it's not like it can really enforce the deal.
It's not going to come to Alkenstar to collect.
I know, right? Unless it, yeah, pretty much.
As
that.
in the post-credit sequence, the front door of your house just gets kicked in.
Where are my statues?
I mean, that may not be a high noon issue. That may be a stolen fate.
Stolen
issue.
fate.
Well, look, Zenny made the deal as diplomacy rather than deception, so she was being sincere.
Okay.
Right. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying.
I can't change it in post, because otherwise I'd be like changing what my character was thinking later on. And in the past.
Okay.
Weird.
I mean, at this point, I think the general outlook is if anyone's stupid enough to come out here, that's their problem. Yeah. Okay. Farrah says, well, there's a lot of disturbing information there. It's a lot to process. You did find the parts for the ship, though.
Yeah, I'll pull out the somewhat soggy airship parts out of my sloshing spacious pen.
They're all wet.
You had to transport water somehow. Listen, some people here still need to drink water, and I gotta keep them fresh and plump. So...
That's gonna slow things down a bit, but that's fine. Alright, Kosowana introduces himself to Farrah Winslow. The two seem to hit it off really well. And she is intrigued by his clockwork sphinx. The pair gets to talking. You have Sydney, Bellanora, To a certain extent, Vulture. You got Vashon. I believe Ketchum's got some crafting skill. So you have a lot of people, plus the crew of the airship. So you guys do have the right parts, and you will be able to get the ship up and running. Farah has concerns that these kaiju, this is pretty early in the season for kaiju. She wonders if something has happened to disrupt their hibernation.
Do we disturb the ecology of the Mana Waste in our trek there?
No. Monster Hunters taught us that killing monsters
Fixes the ecology of a region.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Bella, you are approached by Stu. Stu says, Madam, I am pleased you were able to retrieve the waffle iron. Your father and mother could never have lived with the shame of you letting it be taken from an enemy.
What does it really matter, Stu? I haven't seen them in 10 years. They could be dead for all I know.
Madam, even if they were dead, I would hope that the shadow of obligation that they cast upon you since birth would hang over you till you drew your last breath.
I'm sure that's what they would want.
Just so. Here. A grilled cheese. But you may want to share it with a friend. You're starting to get fat.
He just kind of, like, winces and, like, you see her as she walks away, kind of frustratedly break the grilled cheese in half.
Alright.
I'm assuming it's an all hands on deck to get the airship up and running. But if there's something that you want or need to do during the next 12 to 18 hours, let me know.
Suppose Zanny would be to Farah like, Farah, you let me on board in the past without questioning where I'm from or why I needed to join, just like all the others, I suppose. And I just wanted to say I was always very grateful for that.
Farah Winslow, an infernal Nephilim, just chuckles and says, who am I to judge another? Their blood. You were a fine bartender, and an excellent crewmate, and a good friend. But it seems to me that your past is catching up with you. Am I to assume that this is going to be your last flight with us?
I think so. I'll help these idiots out when they get to Alkenstar. I mean, I can't say I disagree with their cause that they seem to want to take down, Ugly. I'll help them out, but they'll just die otherwise. You should see them out there. Look at me now, right? And then after that, I'm going home.
Well, I just want you to know that if things change for you, that this ship will always be your home.
I appreciate it. And since they're such good friends, they'll hug.
Okay. Nice. Alrighty.
And I won't even bite her neck while doing so.
I mean, I will say that she does have her hand on the hilt of her rapier, just in case you decide to bite, because you are looking a bit famished. Alright. With that, is there any other things that transpire while you're repairing this airship? Alrighty. Then let's keep going. We got plenty of session left to go. I'll go grab the airship music and we'll begin our comfortable flight home. No complications at all, I'm sure. Alright. You guys would gain the benefits of, I don't know, sleeping or whatever it is in Pathfinder. And then we'll get you guys up onto the ship.
Catrin, do you think you could patch me up?
Yeah. You should, between getting, I mean, no way to help getting the airship up because I can't touch anything.
Oh,
so
right.
I'll just
Yeah.
heal everyone.
You can advise.
Okay.
Yeah, I will supervise and heal everyone up to full.
Everyone gets healed to full. Where did I put this airship music? It's a ways back. Alright.
You all do notice how weird it is that ghostly band-aids just work just as well as regular ones.
Do they have, like, ghostly particle effects and stuff on them?
Yes, definitely.
Alright, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see. There we go.
They're a little bit stickier, though.
So,
like, because they're ectoplasm.
So, can Ketrin or Zenny eat normal food?
I think it's explicit that we don't, actually.
But what if I want to give you a waffle?
A waffle?
Because I want your athletics.
So, undead hunger. While you don't eat or drink the same food as humanoids do, you usually have thirst and hunger is related to your undead state.
Yeah, so it doesn't say that you can't. Yeah, it
ghost.
doesn't say that you can't eat. So I think as long as Ketrin spends 10 minutes turning it into ghost food, it would be okay.
Sense.
Yeah.
I might have to pour a little blood on it for Zenny instead of syrup.
Well, this ain't Vampire the Masquerade. I'm not going to make Venny roll to see if they throw up the food or whatever. I mean, they just, it just kind of doesn't provide nourishment. It would provide whatever other benefits it would provide.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question, though. Good question.
Weird. Okay, so I've been trying to figure this out. So for black powder, I can turn that into rounds of ammunition, can I?
Yes. It's just a crafting check to make bullets, and you make, I believe, 10 at a time. For.
Okay.
Yeah, if you just need basic ammunition, I would say back here at the airship, you would be able to just make bullets you need at cost. So if you just want to, like, pay money to get them, that's fine. So that you don't have to do, like, crafting downtime to make bullets.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
I think in terms of like Zenny's food source, it would be like going to Kosowana and just being like,
you owe
it
me,
is
bro.
your fault that we came out here, and it's your fault that I need this, so it's your duty to sustain me until we get back to the city.
Dang. Okay. Kosowana, definitely feeling penitent for his screw-ups, does agree to these terms. Alright. Let's see. Am I missing anybody from this map? I don't think so. Maybe. If you encounter two of somebody, it happens. Let's see. Get you guys back onto the airship. Alright.
Does anyone want any mutagen while I'm crafting?
Probably just a Drake heart would work.
Alright. Maybe crafting. I love that Zenny resumes her post.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is your last flight, but she didn't say you were off the clock yet. I'm just saying.
You can roll a earn a living check for 4 days when we get back to Alkenstar. So, okay. At this point, I would say you guys should probably clear some status effects, right? If you get healed to full, you're not wounded anymore. All that jazz. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Alright, so that works. Everybody's got loaded weapons all the time.
Does
Excellent.
anyone want my second set of cooperative waffles? I make 2, so I'm taking Pepper's athletics if someone needs to fill in the gap.
Man, you're really doubling down on the stubbornness for like, I'm definitely using the waffle iron that
I risked everyone's life for this.
Okay.
I'll take a stack
I mean, there
of
was
waffles.
There was some good loot. There was some good loot in the bandit loot, you know.
Yeah.
How did you guys divvy that up? Did anybody need any of the loot from there?
Haven't really touched it yet.
Oh, okay.
Can we put it on this map? No.
Yeah, sure. I'll throw it on here.
Get rid of these airship parts from my bag.
I bet that moonlit chain would probably be good for Catherine. I don't know if that's better than her current armor.
I think she uses heavy and that's light.
Oh.
Does anyone else actually use light armor?
I think I do.
But I don't like the penalty it gives to stealth.
Noisy.
Yeah.
Does it have a mobility restraint?
It does not look like it. Just a -1 check penalty, a 3 dex modifier cap.
What is a
and it is
check penalty?
noisy.
Is that exactly what it sounds like? Like everything has a -1?
If you don't have +1 strength, then you get -1 to a bunch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I cannot wear that.
I mean, it's -1.
We'll look into these alchemical items and kind of see what I need.
It is silver, which means that if a creature that doesn't like silver hits you with an unarmed attack, then they have to. I think they're just like they are enfeebled or something like that.
So you mean like our ally who has lycanthropy?
Yeah. So if Stack were to hit you, then that would fuck him up.
Well, if we're removing curses from people as part of the blessing,
oh, he
I
did.
think
That's right.
Yeah.
There is something in here for Stack. It looks like spell strike ammunition.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Sounds like
That's
right up his alley.
right up his alley.
These are mine. I see the potions of emergency escape. Those came from my bag. And I think we should just split up the gold evenly, so when we get back to the city, we can all do our respective resupplies. But yeah, Bella walks over to the table, Vulture, and slaps down a plate of waffles in front of you, like, hey, get ready to try food. It's awesome.
All right, can I get a crafting check hidden to see how good these waffles turned out?
Okay. Second.
Does anybody hear like a creepy sort of like disembodied robot voice in the distance?
Yep.
That may be. It's just music in the background. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Your sister's a musician? That's crazy. I guess it's not that crazy. Oh wow. Okay, so do you eat these? Do you eat these waffles?
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming that you have had some like food, right? Since you became human, like rations and stuff like that. To
I think some initial rations. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's just so you've only had How do you feel that Walter would feel about just trail rations, essentially, as like having not had food in forever, like forgotten the taste of food?
I think anything at this point is fine for him. Field rations is probably something that he was used to during his service.
Okay, so it kind of brings back old memories, sort of thing. Okay, so yeah I mean they're kind of bland, but you know it is what it is.
Sustenance.
Well, your life's about to get changed because these 32 waffles. DC 32 to resist the deliciousness of these waffles are set before you.
He smells them. They smell delicious. There's a single tear that is rolling down his eyes.
As he has like a Ratatouille moment.
Unfortunately, I have not seen that movie. But yes, I'll say yes.
It's a good movie.
A tear rolls down his eyes. He's unsure. It's been so long since not just the smell of delicious food, but also moisture just coming out of his eye sockets for no fucking reason. He takes a bite, and he just weeps of joy silently, and just continues eating.
Oh man, alright, Sid's a pretty forward lady. She is going to put her hand on your upper arm. Not so much to comfort you, but just to be close to you and appreciate you as you enjoy these waffles.
Who are you sharing them with, by the way? Because you can take some kind of attribute from one of your allies.
I mean, if any of the PCs want to dig in, he'll share with them. If not, then he'll share with Sydney.
Okay. PCs, anybody? I mean, Stack wants some waffles for sure. So what do you get from Stack? One of his skills?
No, it makes it so that if you aid the other, then they get extra.
It's like good for they're really good for follow the leader.
Okay, great.
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay, so as you guys are finally airborne, couple of hours into the flight, the weather is relatively clear, and you hear over the PA, Captain Farrah Winslow, and she says, "I'm gonna need an all hands on deck. Looks like our Manticore friend is showing up for a rematch."
You gotta be joking.
As if she heard you, the PA comes back on. She says, "This ain't a joke. I need everybody on them battle stations. If you could head to the top and man them ballista, it'd be real nice." And that's when the alarm starts playing. Wee-oop, wee-oop, wee-oop. All right, Lucky Lank says,
"Don't worry. This is my chance to redeem myself. You guys hang out in the bar. I'll take care of it."
Yeah, go support Lucky.
How about you support the functions on the ship?
Alright, I'll help with engineering.
Perfect. We were given kind of low down on the ballista, right? It's like a 3-person operation.
Yes. Let's see. Let me throw these guys where they need to be. All right. Let's see. Ballista. Let's see. I don't know if they ever actually added the formal ballista to Boundary. There might be a mod for it. But here, we'll just roll dice on it. I'll grab the entry from archives. All right, so large mounted ballista. How it works is needs a crew of 2 people. It is mounted with a pair of arms for torsion. Blah blah blah. Sometimes referred to as a Scorpion. It requires fewer crew members than the larger heavy ballista. Nope, these are heavy ballista, so hold on. My bad. Heavy ballista. Here we go. These require a crew of 3 to 6. And they are capable of launching bolts the size of fully grown trees. A heavy ballista is best suited for smashing down castle gates, walls, and similar fortifications. Alright, so they have an aim action for 2 Pac-Mans, which is a 60-foot range with a minimum distance of 40 feet. I believe that means that they can't target things that are right up on them, which is unfortunate. It is 2 actions to load, which is a manipulate action that must be performed 3 times, and requires a DC 20 athletics check. And then The launch only takes 1 Pac-Man. It has a range increment of 80 feet and does 7d12 piercing damage with a basic reflex save. So that is how that works. So if you guys were to hurry, you might be able to get 2 shots off before the creature is too close to be targeted anymore.
Well, we're gonna be up on top of the balloon.
But you would be on top of the balloon, where, you know, you could be thrown overboard and fall 500 plus feet to your death.
Creature would ever do that.
All right, let's go to the top.
All right, is everyone in agreement? I can just fast travel you to the top.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Is there enough of you to fire both of the heavy ballistas? Let's see. I guess Ketron would not be able to assist with this because so there would be 4 of you. So you could fire 1 of the ballistas before it closes for combat. All right, that's fine. All right, we'll start things off with a reflex save. This is against a 23. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, so a 32 is a success, but not a critical success, missed by 1. It is going to take 7d12, so somebody roll me 7d12 into chat, and it'll take half of that to start the fight. Oh, hell yeah. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, look at all those 12s! Alright. Fantastic. So the creature takes a huge hit, flying in, tearing at its side and one of its wings. Alright, I'll roll it into initiative.
How far is this creature, and will I be able to get a shot off? Because I have a range increment of 150.
Ooh, like, so if you weren't helping with the thing. Okay. Yeah, you may take, we'll say, 1 shot at it before it enters combat.
Alright.
Oh shit. Alright, so a 31 is a hit, but not a critical hit. So give me some damage. Alright, it takes 12 more damage. Alright, the creature is beat up pretty bad, not bloodied yet, and now that it sees there's people on the ballistas, it is afraid to fly away, so it and its little servants are going to do their best to try to crash this airship. It was shouting, like, in Draconic, how many times do I gotta teach you this lesson? And then it got hit with a ballista. So that happened. Alright, I'll roll you guys in. And unhide these guys. Alright.
Reset the token because it says unknown.
Oh, wonder why it's saying unknown adventure for you. I was having that bug like 2 weeks ago. Alright.
I also still cannot see the health bar. I never have been able to.
Yes. You can't see the what? Zenny's health bar? Oh, alright. Let's see. Resources. Always for everybody. And then identity, hovered by anybody. But it shouldn't put unknown adventure. That's weird. Alright, I'll have to figure out. I thought I had fixed it, but apparently it's still happening sometimes. There's a Pathfinder mod that renames tokens, and then there's Token Mold, like the greatest renaming token mod. And I have both installed because the Pathfinder one, that's like a feature, like a sub-feature of like Workbench, I think. And they're like fighting with each other. So sometimes like most times token mold is the boss, but every once in a while this other mod is like, I'll handle this one, and then it just erases people's names. So.
Just incredible at rolling national initiative. It's uncanny.
Yeah. Maybe you're a little distracted. I don't know. All right, so Stack has won the initiative, and I'll change out the music. Let's see. This guy doesn't know what he's getting into. A lot's changed since the last time you fought this guy. You've been through the crucible that is the Spellscar Desert. Alrighty. Let's see. Stack sees the creature closing. 10 feet means it's 10 feet above where this platform is currently at. There we go. And then I'll grab all of these guys. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so I think Stack is gonna take a shot at it with his gun. I'll put him in an actual space. There we go. That won't cost me movement. And then yeah, he'll do the thing. He'll do the 5e charisma caster super build. So he will do a gunsword strike. And also what, true strike on top of that? To make sure you control twice?
Yeah, so like you cast Sure Strike first, and then you do your Spell Strike shot.
Oh my god.
Everyone enjoys you rolling 2.
Okay.
Magic check.
It's just it's so busted, but I mean, eh. Alright. So effect Sure Strike gets added to him. We roll to see. This is a 10 or less at this time of day. Okay. 84. Alright.
Like he's really here.
Yay, I'm trying my best. Let's see. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
So I guess when people say stuff like fighter isn't actually overpowered, it's because there's stuff like this going on as well.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I mean, I was impressed that there wasn't more exploits like this, but the longer a game exists and the more content you make, eventually, right, you end up in a Magic the Gathering Commander situation where there's just going to be combos that there's no way you could prepare for.
It's more just like Feast or Famine rather than overpowered.
Wow, well, listen. This is the most Stack magical effect I've seen so far. So, get ready for what will be one of the most memorable and miserable times you've ever had.
Again.
Alright.
The last time we fought this?
There is a sudden, like, of magical energy, and you're not exactly sure what happened, but I will create this cool lighting effect to see if it can stimulate what is happening here. Let's see.
Where God, this obscures them.
It's likely gonna be that. The
So
bright ass disco lights are fucking concealment. That's always what happens to us.
Oh, it's so much weirder than that. Alright, let's see. And then we go here, light color.
Oh, is that confusion?
And then light animation. And then oh, not constrained by walls. And wait. remember which one of these will make this effect. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. If this does start to kill your browser / computer, I'll turn the light off. But, alright, everything is just suddenly, like, really weird and shifty, and colors are sort of inverted and whatnot. Alright. Let's see. He's going to go ahead and target the creature now, and he's going to attack with his gun sword strike. Here we go. Oh shit, okay. So he rolled twice, he got a 30. 30 is going to hit the creature. It's going to do some damage, and then it's going to do 6d8, because he'll burn a focus point for this. Alright, and you see, as he fires the gun, just like a cloud of, like, a swarm of phantasmal playing cards made of force explode at the end. And like anime missiles, they just fire into the creature, healing it for 26 points of damage. And he looks at the gun, and he looks around, and he says, well, that's unexpected.
Wait, did he do his check for the second spell?
Oh yeah, for the second spell. Oh my god, because it can just get worse.
Okay. Alright. That Chimera's up, and it's like thinking to itself, that was weird. And so it sees you guys are all grouped together, and it's gonna breathe its breath weapon at you. It's a good opener. So let's see, 60-foot line. Let me see. How can I affect the most of you? It knows that this guy healed it, so he's obviously drunk or confused. So it's gonna go for, I guess, these three right here. That seems good. It's gonna want to hit the the ballistas too. Yeah. So hold on. How can it hit the ballista? Hey, that'll get 3 people and a ballista. So that's worth it. Alright. Okay, so it will fly to here, and then it will breathe its breath weapon out into the 3 of you and the ballista. Alright, so everybody needs to give me a reflex saving throw against some electricity.
Use up some fanspos. Get that number lower so we can justify burning it if we need to.
Yeah, I'll use one. So I only have 5, so it'll be a 3 then.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh wait, that almost succeeded. I know thanks to them telling me that it's because of doing that. So, go for excavation. Aha. 25.
Alright, beautiful. Okay. So, everybody's rolled their saves. I don't think... Do objects get saves? Or do they just take damage, right? This is in Pathfinder. I think objects just take damage. Let me see. Yeah, they just take damage. They have hardness and all that shit. So, okay. Alright. So as it breathes out its breath weapon, it does 8d6 electric damage. But those of you who are about to take damage, however much damage you were gonna take, heal that much instead. So the Chimera looks like... The fuck? And that is the 3rd detriment to you.
Well, that's weird. I'm gonna float over here to be a little bit closer to all of my people, at least as
yeah.
And I'm going to reload my gun to remove my elemental ammunition because I suspect that this thing might be resistant to electricity, considering it has electricity breath weapon. And I'm wary about attacking anything because things just seem to be healing. So I'm gonna raise my shield. And that's my turn. I moved, I reloaded, and I'm raising my shield.
Alright. So you move, reload, raise shield. Fair enough. Alright, this courageous little man is going to fly up right into Bella's, well, not into Bella's face, but right there, and it'll lower its, and then it will breathe out its shrapnel breath in a 15-foot cone. Yep, this thing. Alright. So it hits the four of you up front. So Bella, Stack, Walter, and Ketrin. Go ahead and give me those DC 17 reflex saves. This does cause bleed damage, so keep that in mind. Alright.
And because Walter failed, I will use my champion's reaction on him to give him, let's see, retributive strike. I will give him 8 resistance to the damage.
Okay.
And I will shoot this thing, and we'll see if it does damage.
Okay. That is gonna hit. Okay. 6 points of damage to
The creature?
It doesn't. It just seems to heal it for 6 hit points.
Okay, good to know. Interesting experiment.
Alright.
You guys are gonna take, Winky Face, 7 points of slashing damage and a 1d4 bleed effect.
You're healed to full health. You lose bleed.
So I guess nobody would get bleed because you all get healed up. It looks around like, what the fuck? Play passes to this one. This one's like, I'll show you how it's done. And then he lands underneath that one, and he does the same thing over again. And we can skip this part because it just heals you guys. Bella, to you.
Huh. Well, I suppose, given the circumstances, I'm just gonna recall knowledge to kind of try to understand what's happening, and then maybe this is a long-term effect. I don't know. This is what I do. This is what I can offer you.
You are pretty sure that Stack has created a very large emanation that has reversed healing and damage.
So if we had healing damage, we might be able to hurt you. Yeah, I guess with my other 2 actions, I'm just gonna look over at this Manicore and be like, hey, can we just, like, chalk this one up to a loss? Like, doesn't seem like it's gonna work today.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
bad weather.
give me a diplomacy.
Sure. I don't know. These are unprecedented circumstances we find ourselves in. Where's diplomacy? There it is.
Hate that. I heard that so much during pandemic.
Oh my god. Alright, it's a terrible diplomacy.
0 points.
Okay.
It probably can't even understand me. Wait, no, it talks. It talks.
Yeah, it talks, yeah.
0 points. Ooh.
Okay.
Much sounds angry.
It chuckles at you. And it says, you're afraid, aren't you? As you should be. Okay. Okay, you have one more action.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna...
The goat head says,
But she does have a point. It feels like a big waste of time.
and then the dragon head nods, and then the lion head says, all right, do you want to just call it?
Oh, feels weird. Feels like a weird situation.
I mean, there's plenty of other airships. I'll let this one go. I mean, does that work for everyone?
I shrug, I look at the rest of the team.
I shrug.
Do you?
I was like,
do you
I mean,
really-
I could lay on hands maybe, but I can only do that once. I don't think he cares about 12 points of damage.
And he can just like attack himself or something and heal anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can
Are
come
you
back
really
when
intent
this is
chasing us, or?
Yeah, can we like reschedule?
No, it's fine. Hey, you know, it's fine. It's fine.
You tried.
This is too weird. It's uncomfortable.
Feels
No,
unproductive.
it's weird
Yeah.
for us too.
I don't know how you put up with this guy.
No, right.
Tell us about it.
All right, well,
Swap places.
they fly off. You guys get a milestone.
Well, you know, I'm really glad that they didn't realize that they couldn't utilize that. And I didn't expect that bluff to work. They could have totally just torn apart the ship in the
No. Here's the shit though. When its turn came on, it was gonna do the same thing.
What?
It was gonna say, never mind. It was just gonna fly away.
You did it, Zach. You saved the ship.
Stack is like in a pose right now. He's got like one foot up on the rail. He's like staring off into the distance with like the coolest fucking look on his face. Like, yeah, magic, baby. After only 18 or so seconds, the emanation disappears. But at that point, everyone has already moved on with their lives.
Right. So that was a thing.
I'm pretty happy with the outcome, honestly.
Okay. No, but seriously, that was the milestone for the chapter. So, you guys level up.
Oh shit.
I'm not ready for that. I will do it in between sessions.
Same. Ugh. Alright. Y'all did it. You
Per the adventure, once this has been dealt with, the ride back is uneventful. Perhaps it is the blessing of Bry, or perhaps the denizens of the Manoways are too distracted with the early rising of the kaijus. But you are able to get in 4 days of rest. Those 4 days will be rolled into your 7 days of wibbly-wobbly downtime, except for Zenny, who, per my word, you can roll 4 days of working. Treated as level 8 bartending.
You level 8.
Well, no, the job is level 8. Yeah, the job's level 8. It's actually quite difficult to work on this airship. I don't know if you picked up on any of those clues.
Circumstance bonus 1 added to it. The airship.
Zach says, imagine if I had the power to just call on that particular surge whenever we needed it. We could have killed that kaiju.
I don't know if that logic tracks.
I'm just gonna leave you to your devices. Vulture descends down on the ladder.
He says,
I'm going to stay up here a little bit longer. And he stares off dramatically into the distance.
Maintains the pose.
He's just vibing with himself. He's never felt this cool, maybe ever, except for the last time I played his character. Teehee.
Right.
Make sure to come down, otherwise you're gonna stay like that.
Alright. So, while you guys are leveling and earning some money and doing your downtime activities, you could certainly do your downtime activities. Whichever one of you wants to go first. Remember, it can be anything because this is wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. So, what sort of thing would you have spent 7 days, either now 4 days accelerated into 7 days, or you know, mix and match basically. So what are you doing with this downtime? And if you don't know, that's fine. We can do the you can jump in at the beginning of next session to say what it is that you did.
I'm gonna split up stuff.
Oh, you're gonna what?
After you, Kevin.
So I am going to retrain into basically I'm just practicing grabbing things. Like I'm just gonna like you just walk past Ketrin and she's just like trying to pick up things. And like her head passes through, and her head passes through, and her head passes through. And then one day, right before we land, she grabs it.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I'm retraining into the ghostly grasp feat.
What are you getting rid of for ghostly grasp?
I had taken the first of the Bastion archetype. I'm gonna go with that.
Fair.
It allowed me to raise my shield as a reaction, which is not extremely helpful, and I haven't used it, so I'm getting rid of that.
Well, you are already so rich in reactions, so yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and circumstances have changed a little bit, so yeah. All right, wonderful. I'll leave it to Stack to tell us next time what he does. Bella, do you know what you get up to?
I'm gonna split it up, a little bit of crafting and a little bit of income earning.
Okay.
I want to probably make some like blast boots, or I think I need some like stud leather armor. I have no armor on under my rain jacket or my poncho, whatever it is. And that, you know, that could probably be remedied.
And you guys did pick up a resilient rune.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
kind of huge for me. I don't have any runes. And if he's amenable, she's gonna try to convince Vashon to getting the Mile High Club with her.
Oh, I mean Vashon. So Vashon is that real scummy degenerate who got in a car accident when he was drinking and didn't have a seatbelt on, and because he didn't have a seatbelt on, he was thrown from the vehicle and only got minor scrapes, and then the car exploded. And as he was like, you know, laying there with glass embedded in his forearms and just looking around trying to figure out what was going on, the EMT person that was tending to him said, God must have been looking out for you, and handed him one of those Jesus playing cards, and then, you know, set him on the path to born again Christian. So yeah, so he you do notice that he is a more mild mannered, a bit more quiet, a bit more reticent. He watches instead of just talking, and kind of pays attention to the world around him. Whether or not this behavior is going to stick, he's definitely been scared straight. Something about being a ghoul, knowing that he was eating mites that were going to kill him. Maybe that was his secret suicide attempt. Basically feeling like he had lost everything, and then he has a second chance. He ain't gonna blow it. And so when you approach him for that, he is amenable, and then some. And it is the first time in your life we ever felt like anybody put all of your needs first.
Right, and a much needed improvement then.
Right.
We'll see how this goes. For now, she's just happy to be alive and experiencing that.
All right, fair enough. Walter / Vulture, what are you getting up to? You may or may not.
He has a BRB.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. All right. Zenny, do you know what you're getting up to?
Yeah. I will. Well, I have like a massive to-do list of things to be trained. But believe it or not, it's not the two entirely useless answers for feats that I'm training first. Instead, it's something I've wished I had this entire chapter, which is that. Instead of giving an enemy a weakness, I can instead bypass a larger amount of resistance.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So, yeah, that would.
Out of curiosity, what are you trading out for that?
The thing where if I hit, then I can do a recall knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Which is good too, but I also have that weapon rune that kind of does the same thing if they have blood, so I'll be fine.
Okay. And you got it, you know, sort of investigator, and then, you know, pretty decent knowledge base through the whole group. Okay, that's cool. All right. Then I will read to you, I guess, this cutscene for the end of this chapter. So let's see. Book 2. You guys already had Searching the Spell Scar. I believe you had this one. And then... Right. I have to ask, here in my notes it says that Sunset had this read, but I don't know if I updated. Did I read you guys a cutscene when you arrived at the Cradle of Quartz? Because I might owe you two otherwise.
Maybe not. There was one backing out, I don't think so.
Okay. You guys could tell me if you've heard this one before. As I'll read it off to you. Alright, so technically your GM was supposed to read this to you guys when you got into the Cradle of Quartz. So let me change the music out real quick. Alright. Okay. So, the cutscene would open to Mana Waste sandstone ruins during the day. The camera navigates through the eerie, distorted gloom of ancient sandstone ruins. Their once majestic structures now half buried in sand, worn by time and the harsh desert winds of the Mana Waste. Suddenly, the camera pulls back, spiraling upwards rapidly, leaving the desolate landscape behind as it pierces through the dense cloud cover, transitioning from the cursed desert to the skies above. Any of this sounding familiar? No? Alright.
Going with that.
Alright, we'll keep going. The scene cuts to the skies above Alkenstar, and it is daytime. As the camera breaks free from the clouds, it pivots sharply, zooming towards the distant mechanical wonder of Alkenstar City, its clockwork and steam-driven marvels gleaming in the sunlight. The camera then cuts to a smoky back room. The scene shifts to a dimly lit, smoke-filled back room. The walls are lined with intricate gearwork and steam pipes. A faint mechanical hum resonates in the background. Ambrose Mugland, a portly halfling with meticulously groomed mustache, sits across from Lovelace, a tall, striking elf with the poise of a seasoned shield marshal. The tension between them is palpable. Lovelace, frustrated and pacing, says, "All I hear are excuses, Mugland. You are supposed to be tying up loose ends. What about the priest and those fools we framed to cover our tracks? They should be rotting away in the belly of the beast. You told me it was foolproof. We have buyers, and you're jeopardizing everything." Mugland, nervously wringing his hands, which sport far fewer rings and baubles than usual. "I assure you, Captain Lovelace, everything is under control. The priest won't be a problem. I hired 3 different problem solvers for this small setback, if you could even call it a setback. The man's as good as dead. The desert is a death trap, and those patsies turned government agents, they flew off to their own demise. They're like lemmings. Just real tenacious lemmings." Lovelace, skeptical and leaning in. "And what would Sharkosa say? Do you think she'd be satisfied with this mess?" Mugland swallows hard, his confidence waning under Lovelace's intense gaze. Lovelace leaning back, a dangerous smile playing across her face. "You better get your shit in one box, Mugland, or I'll be forced to tie up my last loose end." Mugland meets her gaze, and the gravity of her threat sinks in. Stammering, he replies, I understand, Captain. I won't let you down." Lovelace, rising, her tone icy. See that you don't. Lovelace turns and strides out of the room. Muglin is left alone, the weight of his predicaments pressing down on him. So had I read that to you guys already, or no?
I think not.
Okay, alright, cool. So then, this is the one I should be reading to you now, I believe. Alright. Let's see. This one is called Debts and Danger. Alright, so there's an opulent meeting room. The room is richly adorned with gold leaf accents and electric chandeliers casting a soft glow. The atmosphere is luxurious, yet an underlying tension hangs in the air. Muglin, in his striking blue suit, sporting his prominent mustache, freshly groomed and oiled, sits across from Sabora Sharkosa, a dark-skinned woman with short, shorn hair, many tattoos, and sharp golden teeth. Her presence is commanding, and she has an aura of confidence and wealth. Muglin nervously adjusts his tie. Sabora, you know I'm good for it. The gold will be yours. Every last coin. Sabora, unimpressed, leans back, her gaze sharp and calculating. She raises an eyebrow. I've heard promises before, Muglin. They don't fill coffers or pay my crew. Muglin leaning in, eager to convince. But I have something. Something that'll change the game for the Gilded Gunners. Pyronite. A test run on the right target could have us swimming in gold. Sabora's interest is piqued, but her expression remains guarded. She slides a cold glass of spiced cola towards Muglin with a glint in her eye. Enjoy the drink, Muglin, and make yourself comfortable. Pyronite, you say? Word on the street was you let it slip through your fat little fingers twice already. Muglin, desperate to seal the deal, takes a hesitant sip of the cola, the spice is tingling his senses. Well, sometimes you gotta play a few hands before you win big, Sabora. I was working many angles, hence the heavy investments and funding I required. But as always, payday! A payday I am eager to share with friends. So do we have a deal? Sabora, smiling, but with a dangerous edge. I like the idea, but let's get one thing straight. You're not going anywhere until I have my gold. Every last ounce. Muglin nods, understanding the gravity of his situation. The room, with all its opulence, suddenly feels like a gilded cage. Sabora, leaning forward, eyes gleaming. Choose your target wisely, Muglin. This could be the beginning of a prosperous partnership. Or your opportunity to become a high-profile example to others. Muglin, swallowing hard. You have my word, Sabora. You won't regret this. And with a soft chuckle, Sabora says, for your sake, I hope not. They share a look, a mix of anticipation and danger, as the steam-powered clock ticks ominously in the background before the steam whistle cuckoo screams the hour. And that's you guys caught up on cutscenes. Oof.
Right at closing time.
And you see, to me, with a very linear adventure like this, I feel like these cutscenes, like, let you guys know that, like, you're making progress and that shit's actually happening in the campaign. Because, like, how else would you know? You know what I mean? Like, besides having to piece together the small breadcrumbs they give you.
Yeah,
it's been a very,
It did not go in the direction I expected. The time travel side journey was certainly interesting and unanticipated.
I was expecting it to be a race to get Kosowana that would see them there, right? And I guess we missed. They tried to stop us on the way.
Yeah, but I think that they took a much more practical approach that, like, if you go to the Spellscar Desert, you're going to fucking die.
Yeah,
So, like,
that was
so,
probably
like,
accurate, even if it didn't turn out to be true.
Right, like, why would they, yeah, like, why bother? But, you know, maybe they could take you guys out before you get there. Maybe, but, yeah. Once you're in the desert, though, I mean, you're out of their hair, you know what I'm saying?
I kind of expected every arc to, like, be capped with a climactic fight with one of his lackeys, you know, like, as a sub-boss.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it's not coming.
They did sort of disappear a bit, didn't they?
Well, I mean, you spent most of this book, like, out of town, yeah. Now, I will say this. This campaign has 3 books. Each book has a different number of chapters. So this is the biggest book, and it has 4 chapters. So you guys are ending chapter 3, and you're entering into chapter 4 next session.
Okay.
All right.
Judging by the landing page, it's the boss rush chapter, the boss rush book.
So yeah, so this book is definitely the beefiest of the books. I feel that book 3 moves pretty quick. Like, book 3 moves pretty quick. So we'll see how things go in this upcoming chapter. It's a lot of fun. I think it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting. You're going to be back into crime / Black Ops government agent activities. So there's no more desert. There's no more desert. Thank God.
Discretion out here.
I mean, like, I think we all would have been disappointed if we didn't go into the desert. But
after they mentioned it so much, yeah. And it's an interesting way that they did it, and they probably didn't intend for it to be this way, but it does set up linking this to Stolen Fate, like, really well, which was kind of wild. Like, I couldn't believe the opportunity that was presented to string this into Stolen Fate. But yeah, it all worked out pretty good. All right, quick announcements. We are not playing Tales from the Loop today. So I don't actually know when we're going to play Tales from the Loop, because I'm usually really busy on Saturdays, and Cryptic Muffin's going overseas for 2 weeks. So I'm a little bummed out, but people get sick, and that's fine. And we, you know, summer is long, and, you know, we could probably play on a Friday this summer, because I'm off on Fridays this summer. But we'll find a way. Life will find a way to let us play some Tales from the Loop. Beyond that, I think it's a normal schedule for a while. We aren't going to play on July 27th, because my friend and I have decided, fuck December birthdays. We're going to have our birthday in July from now on. So to kick off this new tradition, we're gonna throw a big party, but not as big as I thought it would be. I wanted to invite the entire server, but I was told that I was not allowed to do that. So, but I am going to be off probably that whole weekend. We will see how it goes. But beyond that, I don't see any interruption in service for our game, and we'll just continue rolling on through. If I had to guess, I would say that this campaign will not go past 50 sessions, because book 3 does move pretty quick. So if you were trying to plan your life around the game that you have committed to, I don't believe it'll go over 50 sessions. That's my big estimate. So I think it will actually be less than that. All right.
That's
anyone else have any
12 sessions? Because it's number 30.
Another 12 sessions? Okay. Yeah. Now, it's so fun to talk about sessions like they're like candy bars or, you know, M&Ms, but they're actually weeks of your life. So, like, because the other day I was like, I think that Daybreak will be done in 25 sessions. That'll put them right at 100, which is technically, if we had played every
Sunday. 25 times 3, essentially 3 hours, 75.
Yeah. But, like, I was like, so I was like, okay, that's not so bad. And then I'm like, Robot, what date is 25 weeks from now? And they're like, November 29th. And I was like, oh my fucking God. That's such a long time to keep torturing these people. Oh my God. I want to be freed from this nightmare. That's okay. It'll be fun.
We signed up for
but yeah.
it. We knew what we were getting into.
So what that does mean is that when both games are over, this Outlaws and the Monday's Outlaws, I'm gonna end up not running another game on Saturdays. I'm gonna start keeping my Saturdays open for a while. Because a lot of people in the server have been running like one shots and stuff, and I never able to join because I have no free time, and just maybe enjoy life and stuff like that. So this will be my last Saturday morning game for a while. I like the slot, but I also am tired. So I think having a day of the week where I can just sort of wake up and do whatever would be cool. Those of you that signed up for Soul and Fate, it'll start pretty much right after this game is over. So the other group will be finished before you guys, and then once both groups are done, then we'll start Soul and Fate on Mondays. Okay.
They're gonna be so well rested, and then the people from this game will be like crawling out the fucking trenches.
Probably. There's some pretty nuts stuff in the third book. There's a couple of things. I would say nothing compares to the Cradle of Courts, though. Yeah. The Cradle of Courts was like the poorly designed boss in the middle of the video game that for the rest of the video game, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, which is something harder than that, but it never really feels like it does. So we'll see. Wild magic just throws everything out the window anyways. So any fight that I look at and I'm like, they'll be fine, then maybe damage turns into healing. So we'll see what happens. All right. Anybody have any other announcements or things they want to throw out there before we adjourn? All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.
Great session. That was so much fun with the kaijus. That was great.
On the party stash, you can hit the distribute coin button.
It would be wild if those kaiju showed up again later in the adventure. That'd be weird. Anyways, I'm gonna go for now.
I'll
talk to you guys
a bunch
later.
of foreshadowing about how we're gonna operate the Maw of Robagug to fire.
But anyways, all right. See you guys later.